Are we live? Hello?
Hi! Hey guys, it's Dally here. As you can see today, we're doing a little watch along.
And I hosted you.
Oh, cool.
This is the part where you say
I
with
saw it
special
actually
guest.
with special guest. I know I got distracted because the alert actually popped up. I was like, what is that? Oh, wow. Let me fix that. Hey, thanks for hosting my
Sure.
special guest.
It's
Dio!
Dio from
Yeah!
DNLer.
Yeah!
And Ninja Nisi is also here as our sound test engineer. That rhymed unintentionally.
Oh yeah,
And chat
she's in the
moderation.
chat, so feel free
Is she
to.
actually modded?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
neat.
one of my mods.
Oh, there it is.
See?
Moderator.
See,
Yeah.
I said so.
Okay.
She's got the connections.
Those
So,
with the
if you're wondering
connection.
why I'm streaming with Dio of all people,
Yeah.
he's actually does all the voices of Kaiba and Yugi. He's credited as Stragus.
Yes, so back then I did everything as Stragus Magus. If you've seen some of my streams, my like game logins still say so like my Minecraft login still says Stragus Magus.
Yeah.
So whatever. It is now. Now I go by Dio, which is my real name. So that's also got its own pluses and minuses. But
Yeah.
yeah, so this is a thing. You want to go over the history of Shut Up Mokuba-chan?
Yeah. So let's talk about Mokuba-chan. The deep lore.
The
Yes.
deep lore. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh show.
So once upon a time, I watched too much Yu-Gi-Oh and read the manga
As you should.
as one does. And then I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series.
Never
and
heard of it.
Then, okay, here's the important part that
Oh, yeah.
everybody seems to forget. Then I watched an anime called The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. And a few years after it came out, they came out with some series called Haruhi-chan and Nyoron Churuya-chan.
Yep.
And so pretty much what I did is I took Yu-Gi-Oh! I
Yep.
took the abridged series, and I took Nyoron Churuya-chan and
And-
fused them together with a fusion card, polymerization.
You pop them in the oven for an hour,
You play polymerization,
sprinkle a little sugar, a little bit of salt.
and then what you get is Shut Up Mokuba-chan.
Yep.
And also was having too much time in between classes while in college.
Serves 2,400.
Or 700 subscribers?
I have no idea.
I have 700 subscribers. On
Really?
YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah, so
On
it's
YouTube.
originally a YouTube
So,
series.
YouTube series. It's still there.
It's still there.
It's also on Tumblr. Just
Sure.
the comics are on Tumblr at tumblr.com or mokubachan.tumblr.com. There's mokuba-chan.tumblr.com.
Oh, cool.
It's still
And
there. It's all still there.
If the mods want to throw those links into the chat for future
Do
reference,
links even work? Sure.
yeah, go ahead and look up that YouTube and
Yeah.
that Tumbly.
So last year
Mm-hmm.
was 10 years since the first episode was ever posted.
Wow, 10 years.
10 years is a lot of years.
Yeah. During that time, I didn't even have a stable job.
No.
But so yeah, so people on YouTube love the show. We gotten tons of like really cool people. I can think of the names, but I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'm not going to say the names.
I mean, one day on my birthday, I went and met Little Karibo, and I'll get into it when we get to the next episode. And
yeah.
he said he liked it.
Yep.
So,
And I think he tweeted it out or something.
oh,
like
thanks
that.
for the follow. I got a new follow. I just missed the name. Rage something.
Do you have your?
Oh yeah, sorry.
if you
I can
pull
look it
up
over
that
there.
one.
I guess that would help.
Yep. Oh, it's Rage Paint Games.
Rage Paint
Yeah, that's my
Games.
friend Sketch.
Oh,
Hi,
thanks,
Sketch. Thank you for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
Friend of my
It's
channel.
up here. Okay, cool.
And Night Sis. Night Sis followed you yesterday.
Oh,
She's also a friend of the channel.
Thanks, guys. I'm super
Yeah.
appreciative of it. I'm very.
You're getting that older brother bump.
Yeah. It helps. It helps to have a very supportive and loving older brother to help you out.
Older brothers, 'cause they're older.
Older,
You're
related,
related,
and
and
you're-
we're brother,
Oh boy.
and we're siblings.
So as you can see, this chemistry is how Mokuba-chan was written. A lot of it,
Basically. I mean, we spent our whole lives together.
especially when we get to the Christmas specials, like 90% of that is Dio being at 11 o'clock at night and being with Dio.
The loopy hour, as I call it. Yeah. Oh, I also wanted to mention that also our mother is in the room.
Oh yeah, but
and
she's not paying attention.
And she told me not to say anything about that, so I wanted to make sure I did not tell everybody about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
She definitely did not hear it.
And no, I didn't want to say it, so don't chuckle because then everybody will know you're here. Okay, Mom? All right. Good. What was I saying?
I'm using a different camera and setup than I usually do, so if the stream looks a little different than usual, I had to improvise.
Oh sure, yeah, and you definitely did not have to redo your entire OBS scenes from scratch.
Because I work.
Yeah, we all work.
I work, and I didn't have a lot of time.
So getting back to Mokuba-chan, part of the Mokuba-chan thing is that we're older now, right? And we don't have time to make it anymore.
I don't.
We really don't. I moved away, right? So we all still...
Well, that was never an issue, but...
Right. That's true, because we did do a couple of... Oh, there you go. Mom is here and listening. Thank
Mom's
you.
Also up in the chat.
Person we definitely don't know, Maggie Pina, who is not definitely in this room with us. We moved away. We all moved, actually, so we don't even live in the same cities anymore. Nope. And they're here for the weekend, so we thought of, a week ago, we said, hey, let's do a watch-along of Shut Up Mokuba-chan for the fans.
Yeah,
and then
I think I mentioned it in the stream, like, maybe a month ago. I was like, this is something I realized. I was looking at my YouTube, I realized it's the anniversary is coming up. The anniversary is December 8th. That was the first...
Hey, Memory! How
Memory,
you doing?
Martin.
Thank you for joining and seeing the craziness that is us.
Our sibling chemistry. So I noticed that I wanted to do a watch along, and I was trying to think of how it would work with us being so far away. How are we going to see at the same time? We have to share it and also stream the share or something. But
that's because it wasn't going to work.
Yeah. Yeah. So Nisi's the one that actually mentioned. She suggested. She's like, we're going over this weekend. Why don't you do it that weekend? And I'm like,
sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Hey, Sketch from Rage Paint Games.
Hey, guys.
Friend of my channel, now friend of yours.
Yeah.
We're a community.
He's here.
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions about, what Mokuba-chan is, if anything comes to mind, definitely we're here. Sketch raid, sort of. I love it. I love it. Thank you. So if you think of anything, go ahead and answer. We'll answer questions, but we're going to watch along, and we'll have a little bit of director commentary. Yep, I'll try to keep it in between the things.
Yeah, I'll pause between episodes, definitely.
Okay, cool. And
yeah,
if you have anything.
Let's see what triggers my brain, because
it wouldn't let her. Yeah, Memory. I've been having so many problems with Twitch lately. I thought it was just my internet, but other people told me yesterday they were having weird issues, like chat wouldn't load and whatever. So I'm hosting them, so it came up. It should have come up in people's things. So
I appreciate.
And
hopefully some YouTube followers of mine are out there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think
Twin Kun YouTube.
Did you do a community post on YouTube?
I did last week.
Okay, cool.
Earlier this week.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Niece, do you have access to that? Can you do? No.
Yes, you do. That's fine.
You could say we're live right now on Twitch.
I could do it from here. Can I do it from here?
Oh yeah. Crossing Chronicles. Yeah, I tried to join them last night, and then it was like midnight, so I was like, nope, I'm going to sleep.
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
Okay, so probably the best thing to do, let's just play the first episode.
Yeah, let's watch the first episode. Let's get right into it.
So all the people who are here on time.
Yeah, they get to see the very first episode.
Very first episode that came from our brains.
I guess my only disclaimer here is the equipment that I used to make this episode is very different from the equipment. I don't know if I even have it. Just you'll see.
It wasn't great. And we used Flash or something, right?
Yes. All of it was used with Flash. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it.
Shut up.
Mokuba-chan!
Okay. Welcome to Shut Up Mokuba-chan. And that says Mokuba-chan.
Thanks to the success of Little Karibo's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series, I've become more popular. So I was thinking, maybe I can have my own show. Sparkle, sparkle.
Twinkle.
Shut up, Mokuba.
I miss that.
Hey, Sato!
How dare you address your older brother that way?
I'm sorry, big brother.
That sounds stupid. What are you, Japanese?
Big brother, why haven't you ever sent me to school?
That's true.
Don't worry, Mokuba. One day I will create a duelist academy. A place where any duelist can go to become an even better duelist. But since you're not a duelist, you can't go anyway.
Props to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX there.
Right?
Big brother, I'm going to become a duelist.
Shut up, Mokuba. You only know how to play capsule monsters.
Wow, what's capsule monsters?
Go read volume 3 of the manga.
Yes!
I actually referenced them. Like, I had to go make sure it was the right volume.
Yeah.
I guess this is the volume.
Oh yeah, you drew the cover. That's the cover of it too.
Can I have a taser?
No.
Let's pause it there.
No Mokubos were kidnapped in the making of this film.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that changes every episode.
Yeah, so we always had the same kind of like ending
Yeah.
with the thing. So you made all the music, right?
I made all the music, yes.
That is pretty impressive because I'm not a very good musical type person.
I was going to school for music.
Yeah, memory. Why did Mokuba? So Mokuba's a boy, first off.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not sure why it wasn't letting me raid someone. It was too. Yeah, I don't know. I've been having so many weird Twitch
Was
problems.
being twitchy.
Overloaded, probably. No worries, memory. If you didn't watch Yu-Gi-Oh, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
But so there was a big difference between Yu-Gi-Oh the manga and Yu-Gi-Oh the cartoon series.
yes.
And so Mokuba in the manga was like super mean. He was like a bully almost.
Yeah, he had a little child gang.
Yeah, he had a
He
gang.
had a whole gang.
And I think he tried to taser Yugi one
Yeah,
time.
that was how when they met. He pulled that taser out on him.
He had a wicked robe though.
Yes.
Yeah,
he did.
it was a furry.
Well, the first time they met, that was when he was in their mansion. But on the street, he had just a striped shirt.
Oh yeah, so
And
normal.
a collar.
normal Mokuba gear.
normal street kid gang clothes, whatever that means.
Yeah, normal
Yeah.
street clothes.
No, the name, okay, so a little more deep lore, Mokuba-chan. So in so Mokuba in the manga is like a little gremlin. And then you get to the anime and, thanks for hosting, Rage.
Yay!
Thank you. So Mokuba in the anime, they made him way more cutesy, way more like moe. They like moeified him like a whole lot in compared to the manga. Because if you've ever seen the manga, the original mangaka Kazuki Takahashi's art style is really not very cutesy at all. It's very very angular and that kind of thing. And so for me, so chan is a suffix you use for like younger things that are below you, but also cute things. So young boys can use chan, but it's because they're cute, you know.
Yeah, if you stick to like a elementary school level, yeah, everyone says chan as like a friendly term.
Yeah. So that was sort of my poke at, Mokuba's a cute little baby wah kind of thing.
So we use a lot of the lines of the show to just kind of poke fun of Japanese culture, Yu-Gi-Oh itself, and how much it doesn't make sense, and the differences between the anime and the manga. Yeah.
Pretty much.
And most of it, we just kind of like sat down and thought about it, and then like, wouldn't it be cool if we had a thing like this? But it was mostly you guys, actually. I didn't do a lot
of these episodes I made while, like I said, in between classes. Like I had a lot of free time, but not consecutive free time. So it was sort of like I had an hour to myself while I ate lunch. So I sat down and just wrote.
Yep.
And
then you'd come home and then we'd record lines for like 20 minutes and that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. That was when you had the snowball mic, wasn't it?
No, the first mic I used was the USB mic that comes with the PlayStation 2 game Karaoke Revolution.
I remember that mic. Yeah. Wow. Remember Karaoke Revolution?
Yeah.
That was a good game.
I still have it.
Oh, that's cool. I bought the Japanese versions, and I thought the mics might work with that, and it never worked.
They have a specific
I might still
mic.
have those games, actually. The Japanese version of
Yeah.
Karaoke Revolution. Yeah, I think I still have them. So,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. So
That's
that's
very
and the for this episode, I only wrote one song and then just used it in every single thing, like clipped different parts of it, and it showed.
Yeah, definitely showed.
So yeah. So then I think by the next episode, I realized that didn't work.
Yeah,
and
but
I
it's
made more
so
songs.
it's so iconic.
Yes.
To Mokuba-chan.
Yeah.
Or Shut Up Mokuba-chan. So
It is
cool.
It's called
What'd
what
you
is that
call
one
it?
called? Let's go. No, a lively street. No, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's just called BGM.
It's called
Yeah.
Put That Down and
Mokuba-chan
What Are You
BGM.
Doing with That
Well,
Thing?
all the background songs actually do have names, though.
Yeah. You always got to name them. Maybe we should release a soundtrack.
Simplicity.
Simplicity.
It's called but actually, it's when in the next episode you see it'll have a melody to it because here it's just a few chords, like two chords going back and forth, and then this next episode I actually write a melody over those, and I called the song Simplicity.
Can you tell she has a music degree?
Let's go.
All right. Cool. So should we do the next one?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shut up.
I like that logo. That logo is always so good.
Nacy made that logo.
Really?
She's a graphic designer.
To the parent or guardian of Seto Kaiba, your child has missed
180.
episodes of school.
I feel like that was my idea.
You can
Mokuba, take this to the mailbox.
Okay. Big brother, what do you do at school anyway?
Card games. Card games. We have a strict and rigorous curriculum.
That's one of the few songs I never used again.
Yeah, that was a one shot.
Big brother, why did you stop going to school?
Hey, Kaiba, nice legs.
Yeah. Are you gonna use your blue eyes jet to do a slam dunk?
No reason.
Joey voice, very hard to do. I don't do it as often.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, how were you so easily kidnapped by Pegasus?
It wasn't really kidnapping.
Hey there, Mokuba boy. Want to give me the key to Kaiba Corp?
No.
Want some candy?
Okay.
It's really good candy, though.
It was.
So that's the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that?
So Pegasus almost got me to duel you?
Yeah.
Did I look cool with a duel disc?
More like a zombie.
Was I a cool zombie?
Cool zombie.
Hey Yugi, thanks for saving me from Pegasus.
Don't mention it. It was thanks to that dream I had where your and Grandpa's cards were on burning stakes crying for help.
That was a hard
Big
line.
brother, I think Yugi is going crazy.
Shut up, Mokuba.
Oh, pause it there. Yeah. So we should probably talk about voice and artwork. So I do all of the older male voices. Yeah. So a couple things. So Seto, definitely just a regular gravelly voice. Got regular gravelly voice. Like all I do is just kind of lower myself a little bit and then kind of make it meaner. And that was Seto Kaiba. Some of the other ones were kind of homages to Little Karibo with my own little spin on it. So things like Tristan's voice was basically Bullwinkle. So, hello there, Bullwinkle here, which is really coincidentally, I'm wearing a Bullwinkle t-shirt right today. Totally unplanned.
Or was it?
Yeah, and so that was his voice. Joey's, I said, was the hardest voice to do for me because he's got like a Brooklyn accent, and yeah, I can't really do a Brooklyn accent very well.
Yeah.
So there's
I remember
that.
very much coaching you through some of those.
Yeah, so yeah,
I can't do a Brooklyn accent either.
I remember doing that line a lot. There's probably a lot of outtakes of that one that we never saved. So that scene where it's like card games, I basically said card games like 50 times in different voices. Yep. So that was a challenge. And then this is the first episode that little Yugi,
was in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Oh, Memory Martin. Your dad's from North Jersey. Awesome. Yeah, I have nobody from Jersey, so I can't do the accent. But yeah, this is the first appearance of Yugi's iconic voice. That was it's basically just my voice, but I pitch shift it really high in my I bring it up to here, and that's kind of my voice, but higher, right?
Yeah.
So and then so this was the first of that, and the iconic like "Shut up, Mokuba," right?
Yeah.
And
you had to do that a few times.
I had to do that many times, but we got the best take of that, and it was me kind of across the room.
Yeah.
I had so back then I had a much more sensitive mic, or it was the PlayStation mic, maybe.
I don't remember.
It was one of the first ones, but I
yeah.
remember having to be really far away, and I'm yelling it out.
Yeah.
I'm just
You were
going,
yelling.
I was like, shut up! I can't do it now because
Yeah.
this microphone is set
And
kind
we'll
of
wake the
close,
baby.
and we'll wake the baby, yes.
Yeah.
And then Mokuba is just my like default Shota Bowie kind of baby voice that I do.
Moe, cute.
Molly, cute. I mean, like the microphones I used before didn't pick it up so well, so probably if I were to record it now, it would sound a lot clearer and stuff. But I mean, you know, I had to build up my stuff over time.
For sure.
It took a long time
Yeah.
to build it.
So
my
I wanted to
setup.
touch on the art style because like the graphics in each of the panels looks a little crayon-y. Can you explain that?
That was the idea behind it was that I wanted it to look simplistic and like a child kind of drew it, kind of like this is from Mokuba's perspective. It's sort of the yes, I did use that voice in for Rousey when I played Deltarune. It's my default boy voice.
Little boy voice.
Little boy voice.
Yeah.
So I wanted it to look kind of silly, kind of Mokuba's perspective. So everything's kind of crayon-y. And if you've ever seen Nyoron Churiya-chan, she's sort of weirdly chibi, but like she's got really weird proportions.
Yeah, like a little doll.
Yeah, I also wanted it to be something that I could draw quickly and easily. So I don't do a whole lot of sketching when I drew it. It was sort of just like I made a shape and that was his face now. 2 dot eyes, his mouth is a triangle. The hardest part is getting his hair down right, but it was sort of, I tried not to stick too hard to a model so that it would have this sort of kind of wiggly, crayon-y, childish, and it's not crayons, it's actually colored with color pencils. Because color pencils were, I only had like 7 or so basic colors, and I could easily put those in a pencil case and take it with me wherever I went.
Yep.
And that way it was easy for me to draw wherever I was, because I wasn't usually home. I was usually sitting on campus somewhere off in a hallway waiting for my next class, because my classes would be like 1 or 2 hours apart, usually like an hour apart or whatever, and I didn't always have time to go all the way home because I didn't drive.
For sure.
So
not at the time.
Yeah, so it was easier just to sit put and just give myself something to do in between.
And now you drive.
And now I can drive.
Yeah. So
which doesn't make it any easier.
Move up from color pencils and you'll drive. Causation does not equal actualness. Okay. I think that does that for that, right?
The 180, I got that number. The 180 days of school is in Florida, the public school system, the number of days in a school year.
Yeah.
So the fact that he missed 180 days is that he missed the entire school year.
Yeah, basically. At least here in Florida, anyways.
In Florida,
yeah. Memory probably knows that.
Yeah. And Japan's actually way more days. They do. But
yeah,
that was why I chose that number.
Their summer vacation's only like a month long or something like that.
Yeah.
Natsuyasumi, right?
Yeah.
But in America it's a lot longer.
Yep.
Yeah, and the thing about like Mokuba's missed. For some reason I just used a voice. It's a little voice from whose voice is that? I think that's like the hair guy's voice or something like that from one of the thing. Yeah. And then Pegasus' voice. I forgot Pegasus. Anybody can do Pegasus's voice. Like if you're a guy, you can do Pegasus' voice. You just got to sound a little gay, and just throw in a little bit of that and make it higher and you got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sure.
Sure. That's basically how I did it. But
continue. We do not endorse or encourage the kidnapping or bribing of Mokubas for company secrets.
Yeah, so we'll pause to get those things in there. Yeah, the little we love throwing in.
I like Easter eggs.
Yeah, Easter eggs at the end of the credits. I think even some of the credits are Easter eggs too, aren't they? And some of the episodes. Maybe.
Oh, I wouldn't remember.
Oh.
This is the only thing I remember for sure changing every episode. Because it's just a big file. All right, continuing.
Lisa. My mom is better. All right, next episode.
Shut up.
Mokuba-chan!
Can't wait for the HD remake.
And I snuck out, climbed down the window, fell the rest of the way, and then stole a bunch of cards and star chips.
And
And then I got kidnapped by that hair guy.
that's it? It seems you still have a ways to go.
Summarizing season
It's not
1.
my fault. That hair guy was too much for me.
There's the hair guy. Yeah, I referenced hair guy earlier.
Attention, duelists! My hair is kidnapping you.
Love that
But I'm
line.
not a duelist.
So then, what should I say?
Well, I'm the little brother of a duelist.
Attention, little brothers of It just doesn't work.
Those are two different cut lines because I had a hard time switching back and forth.
Hey, Mokuba, do you still talk to Rebecca?
Why would I talk to her? I barely even know who she is.
Well, aren't you two the same age?
She holds a teddy bear for crying out loud.
That Rebecca. Yuki's trying to pawn off his girlfriend over.
Kaiba residence, Mokuba speaking. Hey Mokuba, it's Rebecca. How are you? I'm good. How's Yugi doing? Yugi's so cool and smart, and I bet he can beat anyone, and he can basically do anything. I mean, he's already
They grow up
beaten
so
Kaiba like
fast.
100 times, and he can beat all his friends.
I just started.
I miss these. Oh, it looks like we got a YouTuber.
Tim
Stacey
Chatter.
Hand. I
Do you
miss these
hang out
comics.
with anyone your age? The
Hey,
kid from
Stacey.
the KC Grand Prix.
Or Stash Hand.
Why
I'm
do
sorry.
I have to hang out with kids my own age?
Mokuba, have you seen the missing emotionless robot girls?
I couldn't say emotionless. Yo.
Hey, big brother. How come Rebecca gets older throughout the series? I've been around longer, yet I've stayed more or less the same. Shut up, Mokuba.
That's great.
Yeah.
What's the thing on this one?
Remember to secure a proper child grabbing license for kidnapping.
That's a good one. Yeah, child grabbing. Yeah, so this is the first hair guy. Attention,
And
duelist.
this is the first with Rebecca.
Rebecca.
So Rebecca's voice sounded like, to me, she sounds like Rini from Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah,
And
Brittany.
to get into the Rini voice, there's a part from Sailor Moon where Rini's with Usagi or Serena and Darien, and she's like, "Rain or shine, I'm the happiest when I'm with Tuxedo Mask. He makes me sing. He makes me." And I used to sing that song to get into the voice.
Yeah, that's an iconic one though,
Yeah.
for sure. So this is the start. Actually, probably started in the last episode. There's a few lines where I don't breathe. I do the whole thing in one take and not breathe, and I regret doing that because like I would be completely winded after the end of the episodes. So there were some where they're like blah 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 blah, and I'm just like,
I think I
"What?"
just that's my humor, writing really long-winded sentences because it's just funny.
remember.
Like remember to secure a proper child grabbing license before kidnapping Mokubas. Like, see that you
Yeah,
don't need.
it
I
makes
like to leave
comedic
that.
sense,
Yeah.
but like for
But
acting,
you definitely, from
Yeah.
a musician standpoint, like for singers to do really long lines, you have to know exactly what you're going to say and how you're going to say it and how long you're going to say it, and that mentality builds up it kind of prepares your lungs to know how long to hold the note, how long to hold the line out. So that's part of it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of that vocal training to.
Also, I thought I could do it.
Yeah.
But those are fun. Yeah, some of those. But like, there are some words. This show made me realize there are some words that just should not be next to each other in any sentence. Like,
Or it's just hard for you to do.
emotionless robot girls. Like, it's
Emotionless robot girls.
yeah, but like, Yeah, Mokuba, did you see the emotion? Like,
Yeah.
for some reason, the alliteration and the
It's just
timbre,
I think it's the consonants, emotionless robe, like the L's and the R's right
Yeah.
next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
you know,
there's so many outtakes that we never like. We didn't think about saving a lot of outtakes.
I did save most of them. The issue, I think I had lost a hard drive along the way.
Oh, that's
and
true.
I lost some of the recordings.
A sad day for hard drives.
Yes.
Moment of silence for the hard drive. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, so those were good. That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
And
keep
you can
this-
see the different songs. All those background songs have different
Yes.
names. I'll get
The
into it.
music's got better from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. ERG. Easy as 1, 2, 3. There you go. Let's go on.
Shut up.
You can see my inconsistent naming scheme for my episodes.
Yeah, inconsistent. But we did number everything.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh no! Big Brother's been kidnapped by the Big Five! What am I gonna do? I can't save him by myself! Oh, I know! I'll look through his friends list!
Guess that's supposed to be like his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
And then
Bunkatsu.
Joey's there, yeah. Big
I'll
Bunkatsu.
I'll
Yeah.
explain that.
Big pause.
Am I a girl?
Hey, you're the one who got kidnapped by the hair guy.
Oh, this is the virtual world
Yeah.
arc in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, where they were in the video game.
Yeah.
Big Brother, I came to save you!
Mokuba, why are you in a dress?
It's okay! I have my armor underneath!
Wait, I thought you switched clothes with the princess.
Apparently legendary armor isn't that exclusive.
Gotta get those drops, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Brother, wanna play Capsule Monsters chess with me?
Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy. And you know I'm card games only.
Totally card game.
Hey Duke, wanna play Capsule Monsters chess with me?
Sorry, kid. Dice only.
Hi Taya, wanna play Capsule Monsters chess with me?
Sorry, Mokuba. I'm dance simulation games only.
Yeah, there's
But
Ninja
those
DC.
don't have dual monsters in them.
Neither does Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Poor Duke. Yes, they did do 2 virtual.
Hi Yugi's friend whose name I've forgotten. Wanna play Capsule Monsters chess with me?
Sure, I love board games, although my favorite is Monster World. Sure, I love board games. I love board games.
I could have done a better accent.
Can you be my new big brother?
I don't think.
I took that line very literally there. It worked out though.
In Monster World, you use your character to fight little monsters. They're sort of like capsule monsters.
Ooh,
Oh, and I'm really skilled at making these lead figures of the players.
Slowly getting down.
And then I seal the players' souls into their lead figures for all eternity.
gee, look at the time. Big brother will be really worried if I miss my curfew. Bye.
What? But...
Reverted back. Oh yeah,
So
Duke.
that when
Oh, that's what it ends here. Okay.
no Mokubas were trapped in lead figures during the making of this film. So this is way throwback to the manga, to the like if you watch season 0, they kind of covered this chapter of the manga, but the anime completely skipped it.
Oh yeah.
And instead did the virtual world thing. So, or I think it came before Duelist Kingdom is what it was, but and then the whole that was a whole filler arc, the virtual world thing.
Yeah,
so
virtual
this is sort
world
of
things.
a nod to that, and then
But Stash Hands got it. Yeah, they did it twice because they did the Big 5 one.
Yes, that
with
was
the
also-
with the dragons
they
or
just
whatever.
really liked virtual worlds.
I guess so. It's newer thing. It's a
Yeah.
game technically, right?
Technically,
Yeah.
So this was a lot of throwbacks
And
to the manga.
reference to Florence of the Mokuba.
Yeah.
Or not Mokuba. I'm sorry.
and
Of
Yu-Gi-Oh!
the
Bridge.
Bakura. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bakura. Yeah. So this is the first one with Duke and Bakura.
Mm-hmm.
So Bakura, I just did a English accent. That first line, the first line he ever has in this, I did a terrible job. I don't like that line. It's like Monster World, right? Also Noah, yeah, Noah as well. Oh, so there's 3 then. Oh, well, Noah was
No,
in the
that's the
second
second
one.
one.
Yeah,
That's the
you're
second
right. You're
one.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Big 5 and Noah. So, all right. Bye, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like Louisa got up. So what's the second thing? Oh, and Duke. Duke, I just gave him like a surfer dude's like cool,
Yeah,
like
sort of similar to the Abridged series, dude.
Duke's,
Yeah.
Duke Devlin, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was channeling my 10th grade physics teacher. That's what it was. 10th grade physics teacher.
I know who you're talking about. Is the funny thing.
Yeah, he was. By the time you were in the
His
school,
class,
he
yeah,
wasn't a.
He wasn't a surfer dude anymore.
No, he wasn't. He got skinnier.
He got normal. He became a normie.
He did. Yeah.
He was still weird, but he was more normie.
He lost his hair.
Yeah.
That was the thing. The hair. Remember, the hair gives him the super strength. That's what it is. My hair gives me super strength
That makes sense.
and surfer powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yep,
it for that one.
Yeah. So
I have
yeah,
no more notes.
the capsule monster chess is what Mokuba plays in the first. Huh? Oh, the Bonkotsu list. So
Oh yeah.
in
Thanks for taking
the
notes.
Japanese one, in Japanese, Kaiba refers to Joey as Bonkotsu, which just means like idiot.
Yeah.
It's a specific, I forget exactly.
Yeah, dodo.
Yeah, something like that. And so that's why I wrote it on there, because he doesn't really have like a specific name for Joey in the English. He just calls him a nerd or a third-rate duelist or whatever.
You
you know.
third-rate duelist. Yeah, that's
but
true. He
in
does
the,
do
The
that.
Japanese, he has more of a specific, yeah. So
That's
pretty
true.
much my for these, my
Thought
how do you say,
process.
my process for writing these was I read through certain chapters of the manga, and then I read and then I watched the corresponding episodes of the anime in Japanese, because I had already seen the English dub
Oh,
like
sure.
a bazillion times by this point.
We're experts
And so
in it.
that's how I was like putting together, like, oh, I should do something about this and this and that. And so
And just the
how I got
ridiculousness of how card games can just solve all your problems.
Yep.
Like I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, it's a lot of references to how ridiculous
Yeah.
this show is.
Yeah. And Taya plays Dance Dance Revolution
Exactly.
in the anime
Yeah, exactly.
and that kind of stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Oh, finished up the chord of that one. Yeah.
Shut up.
I think you framed it differently here. Looked a little bit zoomed in.
Big brother, are you sure it's better for me to stay at home instead of going to school?
Audio quality's
Mokuba,
different.
do you even remember what
different
happened the last time I enrolled you in school?
Oh,
Big brother, I'm home. And I brought over some friends.
there's his gang. They look like a nice bunch. Have a sleepover.
Oh, it's my awesome coat from the Death Tea arc of the manga.
Yeah, I've been meaning to throw that out.
Aw, why? This is so cool. Who should I torture today?
Yeah, that was why.
I love the little like sound effects that we did with just our mouths.
Yeah.
There's a new game shop in town. Apparently, the owner is in the same class as Yugi.
But, Big brother, aren't you in that class too?
Haven't I taught you anything? I bought a diploma ages ago.
That's a reference to "shut up, I have money" kind of thing. Yeah.
So, are you gonna buy out that new game shop?
Competition is healthy. Besides, Dungeon Dice Monsters, it'll never catch on. What? Dungeon Dice Monsters isn't selling. I'm ruined. He'll do himself in.
Ding. Very true, Stash Hand. Very true.
Big brother, why did you let Joey of all people get a dual disc and enter the Battle City tournament? You said even I could beat him. I want to wear a dual disc too.
Shut up, Mokuba. 1, you can't even wear a dual disc. Your arm isn't long enough. 2, I need you to be my commissioner and obnoxiously blow this whistle whenever you see someone cheating.
Ooh, okay.
That explanation. I have a
Hey,
story with
Kaiba
that.
boy.
Remind me about that.
Why don't you let me duel in your Battle City tournament?
Besides the fact that you kidnapped Mokuba, tried to kill us both, kidnapped Yugi's grandfather, and created a farce duel monsters tournament in order to get your hands on an ancient Egyptian artifact in order to resurrect your dead wife.
Take a
You
breath.
creep me out.
Yeah, that's why.
I've got a note. No Mokuba's tortured anyone during the making of this film.
Yep.
Yeah, so that episode where Kaiba's trying to... Because they never explain why Mokuba never duels, I don't think. but they make him like commissioner, and I'm saying that with air quotes, heavy air quotes. I think he would make a good duelist. You think so?
I fought him in Duel Links, and he's pretty good.
Okay, so that line where he's like, "Your arm," it's like, "You can't even fit a dual disc. Your arm isn't long enough." For some reason, I had a hard time with that line. I kept saying "your larm," your larm.
My alarm wasn't long enough.
So that's in memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one, I think we actually captured the for the blooper reel. on that one.
Which is in the queue. So it might actually be the next thing.
Oh, is it? Oh gosh, maybe we should skip those.
I believe it's 2 discs.
we're never going to get through this
Yeah.
if we keep pausing. But that's the only note I could think of.
Yeah.
I think there was something else, but I already forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
feel like there was
Mokuba.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is when I got the snowball.
Oh.
Because there's a lot more. It picks up more sound.
Well, the whistle and then listen to you. They don't take you seriously just because you're a youngin'. Big Bro's got your back. Yeah, Big Bro's got your back.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. All right, next episode. Oh, the blooper reel.
Yep.
Shut up.
So
In 4:3 aspect ratio.
Yeah.
Prepare for alliteration.
Oh, yeah. I used to do like little tests.
Peter Piper picked a peck of peckers.
Episode 3 and comic number 12. And then I got kidnapped. It's not my fault.
It just doesn't work. Do that faster.
Okay.
Like,
You can just cut that.
cut yourself off in the middle of your own.
It's okay. You can fix it in the edit.
Strong bad reference.
Kaiba, you've got 3 legs.
I have no idea where that
Aren't
came
you
from.
two the same age?
Oh, the teddy bear. Ring, 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 phone call.
Pokemon reference.
Kaiba residence.
Kaiba resident.
I'm good, I guess. Rain or shine, I'm the happiest.
Oh, there's the
when I'm
Ree,
with
yeah.
tuxedo mask. Rain or shine. You stole my blue eyes, you blue eyes thief. I bet those duels where he lost, he actually just lets his opponent win because he's actually just too nice, and I kind of lost my place, and
Oh yeah,
he's just
you had to
too
keep
nice
going
and kind,
just to fade it
and he can
away.
do anything because
Yeah.
he's the king of games and stuff, and he should have his own theme park or museum or something, and nothing like Kaiba Land. Kaiba Land is so lame in comparison to Yugi.
You may have gone a little bit
Yep,
over
that's about
what
it.
you needed.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I had
Why
enough.
am I always yelling? And I bet he could be anyone, especially, blah, 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 blah.
Am I even in any of the next one?
No, it's the very bottom.
Oh.
They grow up so fast.
Or how about like...
They grew up so fast. They grew up so fast.
Why?
That was
Why?
interesting.
I have to hang out.
Just wanted to
I'm
give
not
enough
stealing
takes.
your robots.
KC Grand Prix. I don't know. Okay.
The kid from the Grand... Oh.
I could not. I totally
Have
ADD'd
you seen
that
the
one.
missing rope?
Or ADHD that
Shame,
one.
I'm being whiny, blah. I've been around longer, yet I stay more blah, blah, blah. Shut up, blah, 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 blah. I have a weird lisp. Welcome to Shut Up Mokuba episodes way too
Lisps
loud.
are cool.
Welcome to Shut Up Mokuba episode 4. What am I going to do? I can't save him by myself. I squeaked. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't do. Oh no! Big Brother's been kidnapped by the
Big 7? How many are there? They added some to the chairman of the board.
You can hear
maybe.
these in the background.
I was
going,
gonna say size for your information. Oh, I know! I'll look through his friends list. Clipping. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Whoa, whoa.
Wow. Oh, Digimon. Hey.
Tone that down, Mokuba.
No
No,
Cuba.
Mokuba! This is my angry voice. Grrr. Grunt. Annoyed squiggle. Episode 20. Armor for all. Armor all. That's what I was thinking. Apparently, legend, blah, 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 blah.
It always starts
Wanna
out with
play-
good intentions.
Wanna, blah, blah. But those don't, but those.
Sorry, Mokuba. I'm damn I'm damn.
Number 22. Board games with monsters. I was gonna say board games on motorcycles.
It's a
Can you be my new big brother? Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Yummy no game for everyone. Ooh, I can't do it. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah. Only a mattress giant.
Ooh, ah. Gee, look at the time. Big Brother
That's
would
an
be
old
really worried
commercial.
Gee, look at the time. Big Brother would be really worried if I really worried. I'm hunting rabbits. Now I just gotta do Kaiba live.
Alright, so 18 lists.
Oh no, Big Brother's been captured by the Big Five. What am I going to do? I can't save him by. Oh, I know. I looked through his friends list.
Hey, you're the one who got kidnapped by the hair guy.
Hey, Teo, you want?
Sorry, Mokuba. I'm dance simulation games only.
It's nothing like it.
Oh, I got a little off from the script there.
Can you be my new Big Brother? Sparkle, sparkle.
In Monster... No.
In
Monster World!
And then I seal the players' souls into their lead figures for all eternity. In the Shadow Realm. Dash, dash, with a music clef. Dash.
This is Shut Up Mokuba episode 5.
Those are
All right.
speed lines.
This is so
Speed
cool.
lines, yes. But it looked like a
I've been
musical
clicking
clef to
this
me.
whole time, haven't I? Screw the Rules, part 2. And for some reason, it's mostly Big Brother talking. Big Brother? Why did you let Joey, of all people, enter blah 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 and blah blah blah? I want to do this too! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Number 29, in which Mokuba only has one line. No hard feelings. You creep me out. You got it? You creep me out, you creepy person. Nah.
It helps when the microphone is on.
Set the microphone to the on position.
Mokuba, do you even remember?
Exactly, Stash Hand.
Apparently.
Exactly.
Oh gosh, I just went pop pop.
Dice. What? He'll do himself in. Ding. Ping.
That's the Duke ping.
Big
Duke
Brother,
Ping.
why did you get all Joey? Blah, 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 blah.
Is he really complaining about that?
Shut up, Mokuba.
Now, real fast one.
Shut up, Mokuba. 2. I need you to be my commissioner and obnoxiously blow the whistle whenever...
Why is that phrase so long?
2. I need you to be
I
my
ran out of
commissioner and
breath on that
obnoxiously
one.
blow this whistle whenever you see someone cheating. Which happens a lot. Like all the time.
All the time.
And telepathy and gay clowns.
There's a lot
and
of clowns in
obnoxiously
YouTube.
blow this whistle whenever you see someone cheating. So just don't ever stop blowing it. 1. You can't even wear a dual disc. Your alarm...
there's
your alarm
one.
is alarm lum lum lum.
Your alarm is
Hey,
loud.
Kaiba boy, why don't you let me duel in your Battle City tournament? Tournament. Tournament.
Yeah,
In
couldn't
order
say
to get your
tournament for
hands
some
on an
reason.
ancient Egyptian artifact in order to resurrect your dead wife.
You get me out.
The end.
So these are.
I think that's pretty good. It's a wrap.
Yeah, so some of those we had to...
Yeah, so the aspect ratio on the opening and anything were different because those were made in Flash, and then I
Yep.
did the blooper reel. Like Nisi does all the video editing for the episodes, but for that in particular, I did it in like Windows Movie Maker. or
Oh,
something
Windows
like
Movie...
that.
Remember Windows Movie
And
Maker?
so when I brought it over, it
Yeah.
changed the aspect ratio for some reason.
And we just never fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, Stash Hand makes some good points. When one thinks they have the line delivery down, something goes off. Yeah, it's something like my brain reads faster than my mouth can, and then all of a sudden I'm reading a line that's in the future while I'm saying something in the past.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very common actor thing. And like every cartoon you've ever heard, you know, even professionals, even the Rob Paulsons of the world, you know, make huge mistakes every day, like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he put together all the blooper reels, that he would have some
That would be
craziness.
hilarious.
You know, so
I lost my mouse.
so it's always good to
For me,
make.
I used to have a lot of allergy issues.
Yeah,
and
allergies.
So
Mhm.
you can hear it. Sometimes I couldn't get the words out because they would get stuck inside my nose and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that was an issue back then.
Yep.
But not
Very
anymore.
cool. Yeah, bloopers are always hilarious. I love having bloopers and everything.
Yep.
Oh yeah, sometimes depending on the show, Stash Hand, they will definitely have some interesting outtakes. We'll say. I was gonna cough a cartoon I could think of, and now I can't think of the Thundercats. Thundercats. But yeah, money the rules. I have screws. I like that line.
Yes,
that's a good
That's
line.
a good one.
Right.
I was going to ask you to do that.
Let's keep this party rolling.
Let's go.
What's this one?
I don't know.
Shut up.
Money
Number 6. All right.
The first duel of Battle City is starting, and it's Yugi.
Is that so? Well, I guess we
Skip
can
right
watch
to the
it.
next
No
time.
one else is dueling.
Oh, another duel just started up now, and another one.
Just put on Yugi's duel.
Okay.
You can tell where Kaiba really wants, right?
Kaiba, sir, it seems the rare hunter is using illegal. He's cheating.
Shut up, Mokuba. My robot was just saying that.
What? It's the only job you gave me.
I mean, I did tell him not to
Since
stop
that
blowing
rare
it.
hunter's cheating, shouldn't we go stop him?
Nah.
What? Why?
It's too much trouble. Besides, did you see that guy's hair and clothes? There's no way he could defeat Yugi looking like that.
Good point.
Take care.
You are all under arrest for cheating.
You can't arrest us! You're not a police officer!
My last name is Kaiba. I can do whatever I want.
No, Mokuba, you should let them go.
Yugi? Why?
Because they're about to lose to Joey in about 10 seconds anyways.
That was always a good point. Like,
Aren't you supposed to be sorry for us? I mean, we're just trying to help our older brothers, right?
Psh, my big brother is Seto Kaiba. Your big brother can't even win a duel on his own.
Oh, yeah? When was the last time Kaiba beat me in a duel?
Yugi, you stay out of this.
that was a little brother argument. Yugi did not have to get in there.
Hey, Yugi, how do you keep your jacket on your shoulders like that? Shouldn't it just fall off?
Oh, I use all sorts of things. Tape, glue, peanut butter, Velcro, magnets, those little snap buttons, even a Karibo.
Wow.
I did
That's
the
a
Karibo.
lie. It's just the Millennium Puzzle's special ability.
Shut up, Yugi.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, like, that was always a good one.
No Karibos were harmed during the making of this film.
That's true. No Karibos. Maybe little Karibo a little bit. So one of the things that I find very funny about Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially in this season, is how much cheating there was going on, and Kaiba did nothing about it. I'm just like, dude, do you even have two-factor authentication enabled in this duel? Like, how do all these bad guys keep adding things to it,
and
right?
they were just like, literally, they were just watching the duel, and with a radio, we're just radioing him with cards to play. Like, it's so, it's so basic. But
in Stash
the whistle noise.
whistle, yeah.
I had gotten an actual whistle, and I used it. So that's the actual recording of me
The
whistling.
Karibo sound is me. I was emulating the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Hane Karibo, or Winged Karibo in the English version. Do you want more? Sure. Put it next. Yeah, we're taking an almond break
Some
here.
almonds.
Yep.
Some Dio.
But Stash Hands has a good point about, Kaiba's making sure that Yugi isn't losing his main character immunity to some rando. I like that. That's a good one. It's all in the chain, bro. The lady employees, I don't know. They only show them once. I just remember their glasses being super cool.
Yeah.
Like, it had all the colors on it and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
So, and we're probably making munching ASMR noises. So.
Sorry.
Thank you guys for having your patience with us.
Got a snack.
Yeah, let's see what's next.
7, I imagine. Yep.
Get your game on. I watched only the Japanese version of GX, so I didn't know all that stuff till later. That's a good ring sound effect.
What do you want? You've called 5 times already.
Kaiba, you should tune your TV to the news right now. OMG, there's an Adventure Time marathon right now. I will not move from the seat for the next 14 hours.
We just had to pick a random cartoon.
That's gonna be a problem.
Adventure Time was just popular.
It was almost SpongeBob.
It was almost SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
This better be good. I had to wipe the whole DVR just for Mokuba's trippy adventure cartoon.
Please watch the TV. I would like to personally invite Seto Kaiba to see the Egyptian exhibit here at the museum. Is that the lady talking on the phone?
You know this isn't how you do video calls, right?
Huh?
Nice.
If she's psychic, does that mean... Can she see me do this? I'm squishing your head. Or this, I'm picking your nose.
She says yes.
What?
Which is funny because you could be hearing from the phone.
Right.
So is inviting me to your exhibit the only reason you're calling?
No, I wanted to show you that Duel Monsters is actually from Egypt.
Duel Monsters isn't from Egypt.
Duel Monsters is from Egypt? Duel Monsters is from Egypt.
Duel Monsters is from Egypt?
It's the same line 4 times.
Sure, why not?
That's one of my favorites right there.
So was it a date?
So what did she want? To buy our new Duel discs?
No.
Then
Trying to
start
look for a
distributing our merchandise in
contemplative.
Egypt.
No.
Then what did she want?
To show me a giant rock.
What?
You know, this is the time that Kaiba changed his look, but then he went back to the
But you
white
did
look.
give me this sweet god card.
Awesome!
Let's go test it out in the duel simulator.
Okay!
Obelisk launch.
I remember that line.
The computer's completely destroyed.
Good, then we're ready.
This is fine.
Yeah. That was you too.
Was that me? I
You
honestly...
did the obelisk. I pinched you down.
Oh, good, because I don't remember doing
You were
it.
having a really hard time doing it. Like,
Yeah.
you kept choking on your air when you did it.
It was a bad
And so
day.
I said, I was just like, just do it as the best you can. And then I pitched you down so it sounded more epic. And
It's so easy to pitch down now. Like,
Yeah.
It's literally an option in Audacity.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it was then.
That's how I made my raid sound. I pitch shifted my sound effects down. Me going.
Hieroglyphics make good card art. They do.
They do, yeah. Hieroglyphics is great. Good.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything. That was because Taya in the episode was voiced by Nisi, but I wanted to do Ishizu.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't want them to be like the same.
Yeah, because I was trying to because all the girls started sounding the same.
Yeah. So, I mean, I volunteered to do Taya's voice, but you rejected it.
Yeah.
And I kept asking, I'm like, I can do Taya's voice. I can do it. But you said no, so...
I didn't mind some of the some voices sounding similar to the Abridged series, but I wanted it to be less...
Yeah, different. You wanted it to be less hokey, but more kooky?
Yeah, I wanted
less
it
hokey, more kooky.
I wanted it to hark more towards the original anime,
right,
as opposed to the parody of the anime.
Right, because then you're just kind of stealing their ideas. But I think we definitely took it and made our own thing.
Yeah.
Like, maybe some of the voices are very inspired by Martin, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a VTuber now. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I love his model.
He has the Yugi model, but then he has the little Karibo one, and it doesn't have wings, but it still flies.
Yeah,
how does that
it kind
work?
of floats. Well, all the Karibos float.
And there's some weird deep lore about him serving Zork or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
it's pretty funny.
Oh.
Like, he always references it, but like I'm just like, wait, is that serious or not serious? I don't know.
I mean, he's purple. Zork is.
But I will say, I don't remember Obelisk Punch. I don't remember doing that line ever.
Yeah, you had a hard time with. I think you did like 2 takes, and that was it.
Yeah, which comes back to me when we start doing Odeon's voice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How could I have inspired you? We hadn't met yet. Oh, wrong Martin. Martin from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Martin
Abridged.
Billany.
Yeah. What's his last name?
Billany, I think.
Billany?
Billany or Billamy?
Okay. He is English.
Yeah.
He is properly British.
That he is. Yes.
That he is.
That
But I
he
think
is.
he lives in Canada.
No, I thought he moved to America.
Maybe he did.
What's American?
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you know, please write to the channel. Click like and subscribe and put it in a thing. This will eventually go to YouTube. For all you YouTube people, thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So, cool. Moving on.
Continuing.
Unless you have other notes. I don't have any
That's
notes
all
for
I
this
can
one.
think of. Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Big
Post-credit
brother, the
scene.
phone.
I'm busy. You take it.
Okay. Hello, Kaiba residence. Oh, the caller ID says you're that Ishizu lady from before. Did you want to talk to my brother again?
Shut up, Mokuba.
What?
You just wanted to say shut up.
No, so the reason for that extra scene was the first episode of Mokuba-chan was 5 comics long.
Okay.
Every episode after that was 6 comics long. So the numbering on the episodes always starts on an odd number, and
Wow.
it drove me crazy because I wanted it to be in even sixes.
Right.
So for this one, I added a 7th comic to this one so that it would even out the numbers.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that was why.
Wow.
Because it just bothered me. Because little things like that.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Boom, bum, bum, bum. I never took it for...
Keep it change.
That is Shizu. She's a troublemaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good job.
So far, the tournament is running smoothly.
Good, just as I expected.
Oh, that's weird. The signal from Yugi's duel disc disappeared.
What? What if he finds a god card? Mokuba! Find him this instant!
He's probably just in a building. Besides, we already have all of our satellites scanning everyone's duel discs for the god cards.
Shut up, Mokuba. It's not like you're doing anything anyway.
Fine.
This is before smartphones, so like
Yeah.
Signal and that kind of stuff.
That's
Hey,
what
look,
it is.
it's Mokuba.
Oh, I
Yugi's
love all these
friends.
guys.
Mokuba, have you seen Yugi? We can't find him anywhere. Actually, I'm looking for him too. He should be in this building over there.
Wait.
How do you know that? All dual discs emit a signal that we track via satellite. What? Is that even
Sounds legit.
It was in the terms and conditions nobody read. They just checked the button and hit agree.
Wait, what are you doing here?
I was here in the manga, so I thought I'd tag along.
Oh,
Actually, I'm starting a D&D campaign soon, and I was wondering if you wanted to join me.
sorry, I'm contractually obligated to only talk about duel monsters during this tournament.
Oh, I see.
Mokuba read the
I
terms.
don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Mokuba turns. Yeah, and you play D&D all the time now.
Now I do.
Oh, hey guys. I just saved this guy from his own dueling death trap. I think he's a magical clown or something.
Another clown.
Yugi, do you have a god card yet?
No, but some guy named Merrick.
Then my job here is done. Later, losers.
That Yugi line is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yugi, I knew you'd find a god card. End this quickly so that I can duel you.
I'm a little busy here.
Whoa, that guy is a freak. It seems like Yugi only duels complete weirdos. Right, big brother?
He resembles that remark.
Yeah, Yugi won! Now's my chance to snatch that god card for big brother. As the commissioner or something of this tournament, I declare...
Or something.
God card.
Hey, I was gonna do that!
Hey, Rusty.
Hi,
Thanks for
Rusty.
joining. So I don't have much notes for that episode.
No. Nisi did bring up something in the chat. The other reason for that seventh comic on the last episode was because every episode there's someone says "Shut up, Mokuba," and that episode no one had said it yet.
Oh,
So that was
okay.
the other reason. It was a sort
That's
of
true.
dual thing.
You gotta say
I was
"Shut
like,
up, Mokuba."
Yeah, because I was like, no one said it, and then I was like, you know what? The numbers are off anyway. Let's make it even and do it. Yeah, so that was the reason.
Yeah, I hope you're having a good day, Rusty. Thanks for joining in. But, Rusty, everybody knows Rusty.
Yeah,
Rusty's a
Rusty.
pal.
Yeah, he's been. I believe he's been on Rush 3 before.
Oh, heavy. Okay.
I think.
No clowns, yeah.
Yeah, no magicians, mimes, and or clowns were harmed or sent to the Shadow Realm in the making of this film.
Yeah, that was one that they really
I think
stretched.
he was a mime.
Oh, maybe. Well, I was thinking of the clown guy. He's like, he's sort of a magical clown or something. Yeah, that line, like, they really stretched the truth on that one because there was literally a buzzsaw going toward their legs and they had to, like, make it, like, all magic-y looking.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, they're not spinning this one very well.
No. There were discs that would send you to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah,
protection,
exactly.
whatever. Yes. Yeah. Also, yes, Bakura in this whole part, Bakura is actually in it in the manga, but not in the anime. And then they kind of shoved him in at the end or something weird in the anime.
Like
some weird executive decisions that they make that
made no sense.
Yeah.
I think they threw him in like the hospital, and then he just left the hospital.
Yeah.
And
shows up
and this is the first time and only time I think Yugi's grandpa is in this.
Yeah. So he was there. So I was like, I almost wanted to like cut some of this out because I was like, no, I have to figure out how to draw all these people in this style now, and I had to make executive decisions as who has line eyes and who has dot eyes and that kind of thing.
And he literally has 2 lines that are just 2 words. Like one was what and one was wait.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. That was it.
That was it.
If they were made of energy in the 4Kids version, they seemed like they would leave cauterized wounds. It's possible, but like, yeah, they made absolutely no sense. But he literally just wanted to chop his legs off and kill him.
Yeah.
So, not family friendly at all.
No. Hashtag
not relatable.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, let's continue. Good old leg chopping. Oh, Christmas special, the first one. And this was in 2012, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, old people always in the hospital.
Brother, it's almost Christmas.
You know we're Japanese, right? Japanese Christmas isn't a religious holiday.
Really
it's all
isn't.
about couples and dating. No one even
Tried to
duels.
say that disgusting.
Why would I want to celebrate that?
Oh. Then, should I call up Ishizu for you? Or maybe we should jump to the memory arc and seek Kisara?
Shut up, Mokuba, and go to your room.
I love that hee hee. A good one. Blue Eyes White Dragon. We had to like.
Oh, all right. I'll go buy Mokuba a toy store later.
A whole toy store, not just a present. The whole toy store.
Merry Christmas, Mokuba. I got you something.
Is it brains?
Open it up and find out.
Okay. Oh, yay! It's brains, my favorite.
Merry Zombie Christmas. What the brains am I watching?
There's 2 jokes in there. Oh, gotta do a music.
Yuki, the crazy hair duelist, had some really crazy hair. And if you ever saw it, you'd say it goes everywhere.
Like a light bulb.
All of the other duelists used to laugh and call him names.
Maple leaf.
They never let poor Yugi join in any dueling game.
Like dual monsters.
Then one foggy afternoon, Yami came to say,
Why don't you just let me duel them for you?
Okay.
Mind Crush!
Love it. Love it. We always had to do a Christmas song.
Attention, duelists! Have a happy holiday season!
Yeah, it's time to go to bed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack on this one. We're gonna be here all day, so I'll keep it short. But so, Zombie Christmas. Zombie.
Like-
what do I say about Zombie Christmas? So there was
11
one
PM.
day. Yeah, it was very late at night,
Not very
and
late.
we were thinking about
Really?
ideas
Yeah.
for the
Christmas special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were like, hey, we should do a Christmas special, and just one day I was really tired, and I was thinking about like, hey, wouldn't it be really funny because the zombie boy guy, what is his name,
Yeah.
Bones or
Bones,
something?
yeah.
In the anime, like had a thing for zombies, and I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if we did a zombie Christmas? And you were like, what? And I'm like, yeah. So it would be like he'd open up like hey Mokuba, and I even thought of a line for like shut up zombie Mokuba or something. We never did that, but yeah, it was just I was really tired at night, and I thought of Zombie Christmas, and I could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next day he was like, so you're gonna write the Go Zombie Christmas? And I was like, well, I guess I have to now.
And it's been a staple ever since.
Yep.
And that whole, I think the last part was your idea, was like zooming out on like, and you notice it had like the YouTube interface that you drew.
I'm pretty sure I took a screen cap and then just edited certain elements.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I went to like the first episode of Mokuba-chan and just screen capped that and then edited some of the elements in there.
Yeah. I love the what the brains.
Yeah.
What the brains am I watching? Yeah, and that was kind of like a Beavis and Butthead kind of a voice. So yeah.
It's like adding dragons and spiders.
Yeah, and we kept doing a song every Christmas special.
I always made sure to do a song, a Carol parody.
Yeah,
because it's fun. I remember trying to find the key. The hard part was finding a key that we could both sing in cartoon voices.
That was you sent me a bunch.
Too high and too low.
One of them was too high for me. One of them was too low for me, and it was just right, just like Goldilocks.
But it was really high for me.
And this was the first year. This is the year I moved away too. I think. I was already in a different city.
I think so.
Different city. Mm. Yeah, because that was I want to say the end of 2011 is when I moved.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, so this is probably one of the first episodes that we had to do. Like, I sent it to you early, and then I think you may have asked me to redo something, and I was home or something, or I came by or something. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But yeah. So this is the start of we had to do things remotely.
Yeah. Which was really, I mean, it wasn't that different. We usually recorded separately anyway.
Have we seen Peter Holland's Christmas movie medley video? I don't think so.
Nope.
Sorry. But I will make a note of that.
Also, Rusty, not Bill Cipher. This is before, long before.
It was probably the right time.
It was around the same time? Oh.
Was it?
We didn't have cable. Oh, we didn't have cable at the time. So I didn't know about
Well, you know what's funny? Gravity Falls is totally on Disney Plus, and I still haven't seen it yet.
Nisi watched it.
I need to watch it, but I think a lot of it has been ruined for me, but I definitely have to.
I have it to the time.
I think there's a question there. I can't read it, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one, I don't remember if I did this in November or October. Like, I used to have to start episodes months before they came out. Because it would take me two months or so to get everything together to make it. Which is why I haven't been making them anymore. Because I don't usually have 2 months of free time. Alright.
Yeah. What Christmas films and specials are you rewatching in the months to come? I think that's just a general question. Like, we watched Nightmare Before Christmas the other day. My daughter did not like it.
No? It's a little creepy. It's a little scary.
Yeah,
I think scared of it.
She didn't seem like she was scared because she would stay for the music, but then she would I think she just lost interest. She didn't seem scared, but maybe she was tired that time. I don't know.
I don't watch movies. Charlie Brown Christmas.
But definitely Nightmare Before Christmas. There's another. Oh, we saw my wife loves the Santa Claus. Those movies with Tim Allen in it, and Christmas with the Cranks. She likes that one. And that's the only ones I can think of off the top of my head. But those ones she watches every Christmas, and I sit there and watch them. Oh, I said the Santa Claus, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I think I might have gotten it mixed up in my head, but I said the right thing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Continuing.
Moving along. This is fun.
Shut up.
Episode 9. How many episodes are there?
17.
17? Okay, we're getting there. We're almost halfway. Or the halfway mark, probably. Ish.
Duel me, Yugi.
Sorry, gotta save my friends first.
In the hurry voice.
How dare he run?
Big brother, we already have a lock on his duel disc. Why not just wait till after his next duel to challenge him?
Good idea, Mokuba. Let's go stalk him.
What? That's not what I meant.
If you think Google is tracking you, Kaiba really tracks you.
I just think we need more screen time.
Yeah, like that'll happen.
We're barely in this arc. It's like all we do is provide cheap laughs that don't advance the plot, and the second it seems like we're about to get some real character development, we get cut.
So you're a lawyer trying to prove people innocent with a ghost girl?
Yeah, and you get to yell, "Objection!"
This story is terrible. They just tack on a bunch of useless characters that no one will miss when they get dropped after each chapter.
You wrote that one.
I did write that one, yes.
Yugi, if you won't duel me until you find your friends, then I'll find your friends for you.
Kaiba.
Mokuba, go look for Yugi's friends.
Okay.
The laptop gets better signal at higher altitudes.
Got it.
Aren't you afraid he'll get lost by himself?
Nah, I got him chipped a while back.
Very small miles. Yeah, that's a good one.
Big brother, I found Joey. He's at the aquarium for some reason.
Good job, Mokuba. Be careful on your way back.
Don't worry, big brother. I'm on top of a huge building with no one around for miles. Yep, no one for miles and miles.
Foreboding.
Gak!
I'm here to kidnap you for our generic evil plot, small child.
I'm not a small child. I'm like 12 years old.
Large child?
My name is Mokuba. You don't even know who you're kidnapping? And shouldn't you be tying me up by now? You gotta be the worst kidnapper I've ever met.
Shut up, Mokuba.
Gotta fit in a shout at Mokuba in there.
Oh no,
Gummy bears.
Someone's kidnapped Mokuba. He looks like he's trying to say something, but I can't hear over all this noise.
It's probably nothing important.
Big brother! Get me down! I really need to pee!
It's an important thing to know. Silent, shaggy-haired preteen. That's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, how else can you describe Mokuba, right?
Right.
Yeah, I totally wrote that. I think we talked about it too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we talked it out,
What about Rex and Weevil? Like, how come they're not getting any screen time? So there's two things in there. I wrote that part, and I think you made a few changes to like the wording. But the one thing I wanted to do is I didn't want to do the little Karibo voices for Rex and Weevil.
Yeah,
so I did did the anime voices.
Sort of like the dub,
yeah, so like the dub, the English dub. And that's kind of what I was going for, and it worked out really well. I really enjoyed it.
I like those voices.
But the whole point is the whole point I was trying to make is they're really sad characters. like no matter what they do, nothing ever changes. Like you could completely remove them and their episodes from the story, and there's no consequences at all. Yeah.
Other than their first appearance, after that, they really
they were integral. But other than that, they were just side characters to fight Joey.
A lot of the times that they were reused in the anime, it was really just for filler purposes. So that's
just to pad in time.
Yep. They're
definitely gummy bears. I like the gummy bears thing. I feel, is that a Big Hero 6 reference? It might be.
No, I think it's an abridged reference.
Oh, is it?
He likes gummy bears in the abridged series.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
High adventures that's beyond compare.
They are the gummy bears.
Yeah. There was something else. Oh, the helicopter sounds. So the last few episodes I actually started going to freesounds.com and getting actual sound samples for sound effects.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the
oh, yeah.
Sparkle, sparkle.
We upgraded the sound effects.
I think I tried to do the helicopter sounds. I was kind of like, but it's not the same.
Yeah, and we had to record the lines as if we were talking over helicopter sounds we couldn't even hear.
I was just like, just pretend you're yelling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How demoted to background occupies yours can a character get you, right? Yep, they're just filler potting
just filler,
peanuts.
Yeah.
They're like the packing peanuts.
Packing peanuts. And not the good kind. That's
not the kind you can eat.
Or put in water and they dissolve.
Testing.
Oh, more bloopers. Okay, everybody loves bloopers.
Pull up the mic.
Oh,
Pull up the mic. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pull up the mic. Yeah, pull up the mic.
Hey.
Yeah, pull up the mic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was getting into it.
Nothing better on. If nothing better is on.
Yay, and some new voices in this episode. Hooray!
No, Esperoba.
Hooray! But still no Merrick. No.
Yeah.
The first battle.
I really was looking forward to Merrick.
The first battle of Duel City. The first battle of Duel.
Is that so? Well, I guess we can watch it if nothing else is on.
I even read it wrong. Next, just doing my job.
I always kicked myself when I didn't
tweet.
read it. Oh, there's the little robot girls.
Number 32. Everyone cheats a little.
Cheating. Deal with it.
There's no way he can defeat Yugi looking like that. He's not even a main character. He's just wearing a t-shirt. He's like Steve Jobs, but backwards.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 33. New characters. The Resparoba Brothers. The Roba Brothers. Do 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 do. There's Roba Brothers with a baby they don't want. Want. Because they're about to lose to Joey in about 10 seconds anyways. Point, point.
Number 34, comparison. Really, it's like apples to oranges or something over here. Or I guess limes to plums. Yeah, I'm a plum. Deal with it.
Oh,
Pshaw.
yeah, limes to plums. Yeah.
Number 35, the secret of the Millennium Puzzle.
It's about to say
I
Millennium
use all
Falcon.
sorts of things. Tape, glue, peanut butter, Velcro spelled wrong, magnets, these little snap-on buttons,
Oh, yeah.
even a Karibo.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
And then, then you edited it.
Shut up, little Yugi. Shut up, Ibo. Shut up, Petco. Shut up, Smally McSmall. Shut up, Kaiba. Shut up, Mokuba.
I was just on a
Shut
roll.
up, Esperoba Brothers and your baby. I don't want it. The following broadcast is a Shut Up Mokuba-chan exclusive. I am the very model of a card game individual. I've got Obelisk and then all these other cards integral.
Ring, 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 ring. Phone call, phone call.
It'd be really funny if Kaiba had like a really embarrassing ringtone.
Kawaita sekemika.
The Japanese opening to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Todoke, fly at higher game.
My little pony, my little pony.
And we use that for
What
Merrick.
do you want?
My Little Pony.
Called 5 times already. I've checked the missed call list.
Yay, now it's Mokuba's turn. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wah, yay. Ah,
Excited noises.
ah,
Yeah.
ee.
Still color
I don't
pencils.
know, some excited noises.
There you go.
This better be good. I just had to wipe the whole DVR. Imagine that, a cartoon without card games. Ugh. This better be good. I had to wipe the whole DVR for
I would like to personally invite Seto Kaiba
My
to
voice
see
got
the
stuck with
Egyptian
the R.
exhibit here at the museum. Blah, 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 blah.
Yep,
I would
Pirates
like
of
to
Penzance.
personally
You got
invite
it, Stat
Seto
Hand.
Kaiba to see the exhibit. I would blah blah blah. I would like to personally invite Seto Kaiba to see the Egyptian can't even say my own national origin. I talk quite dramatically, you see. ... Yeah.
Duels Monsters isn't from Egypt. It was from Pegasus and his eye. Girl, you so crazy.
Duel.
I don't know what I was on.
Duel.
When I said that one.
Duel.
Duel?
Blah.
You ever say a word so many times it loses all meaning?
Yeah,
Shut up, Giant Rock. I mean, but she did give me this sweet god card. Come on, ladies.
Show me your moves. Obelisk punch.
Yeah, I wanted to
Obelisk
make it
kick.
more like Captain Falcon,
The
but
beauty is
that got
completely destroyed.
shot down.
Yay!
You might want to put that out before you go. Mokuba, I think you're burning. Looks like your hair is burning. The image on this page appears that your hair is burning. Please leave.
Ring ring. Kyankun Dama. Sorry.
Ugh, another ringtone?
Ring, 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 ring. My Little Pony friends.
Oh, that's a reference
Adventure
to our
time.
niece.
Come on, grab your friends. We're going to very distant lands. Mokuba Dog and Kaiba the Human. Fun will never end. Adventure time.
Did you want to talk to my brother again? Eyebrow waggle.
Episode 43. New job. A new job.
He can't find a god card. I should only have the one that is mine. It's not like you're doing anything anyway. You're just hanging out with your robots. My robots, actually. When did you take my robots? Give me my
Sudden
robots.
realization that Kaiba's resources are
How do
being
you know
misappropriated.
You're doing this weird. How do you like this yodely thing?
Okay.
How do you know that? I'll do this to me.
Sounded vaguely My Little Pony.
How do you know that?
Good thing Kaiba's watching over us. Just like the clouds.
I was about
Oh,
to
that's
say,
all right. I'm just going to go lie down in a
I remember
corner and
that
cry. My fangirls will console me.
Too bad.
he's got a lot of fangirls.
Yugi! Yugi! Check his pulse, Yugi!
What am I even doing here?
Who
Yugi!
was there?
Yugi!
Yeah, I'm not even in this part. Yugi.
Hey, Yug. I think he's a magical clown or something. This guy. I'm pointing. Point, point.
Then my job here is done. I'm reading other people's lines.
Number 47.
I really wanted to do more Tristan.
Not implications.
Tristan was
like
fun to do. He had the best lines.
What is spelling? Yugi. Okay, that's Big Brother.
Yeah, sometimes it wasn't clear
That was a mistake.
which text box goes with this person.
Wait a minute. I duel Yugi. I'm not a weirdo.
As the missionary,
The missioner.
Yeah, now I'm a missionary for some reason.
A missionary of
commish, I'm the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ooh, God card. Mine.
This is number 49. Waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Shut up, Mokuba. I need to turn down my volume by 25%.
Why not just wait till after his next duel? Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Good idea, Mokuba. I never say that. Since when does Mokuba have good ideas? All smooth. Kaiba smooth jazz. 101.1 FM.
Number 50. Character development. That never happens.
And the second it seems like we're about to get some real character development. Calorie development. Yes, we need more calories for our development because we seem to be smaller.
Exactly.
So you're a
They
lawyer
could put
trying
some
to
bonds
prove
on
people...
Trying to Peter Piper picked a pickle pepple pepper pepper.
Peter Piper picked a pick of pickled peppers. That thing.
Peppled
That he
peppers?
does.
I don't know what she said.
I think that's
Objection!
peppers with pebbles in them.
Yugi! If you won't duel me until you find your friends, then I'll help find your friends friending when they friend...
Social links.
Yugi! If you won't duel me until you find your friends, then I'll find your friends for you. I'm gonna use Friendster and Facebook because they start with F.
Line? My name is Yami Yogi, and I have a line. Like
is
2
that?
lines?
Aren't you afraid he'll get lost by himself? And possibly duel?
Oh, the big
52.
brain.
Very smile,
kid.
smiles.
Jimmy Neutron.
Very
That was my
smiles.
character from Jimmy
That's
Neutron.
the new name
That's
of this one.
Big Brother, I found Joey. He's at the...
Good job, Mokuba. Be careful on your way back, because you have tendency to get kidnapped, like all the time.
Oh, he's got like one of those like Star Trek things.
Good job, Mokuba.
That's what they use in the
Kaiba to
anime.
Mokuba. Kaiba to Mokuba. I need a status report on Yugi's friends, even though I don't really care about them.
Dun, dun, dun!
As I put my hands in front of my face, like I'm hopping like a bunny. Bunny hop. I'm doing the
I think I need water.
You don't
Yeah,
even
he
know
was a hard
who
one to
you're
do.
kidnapping, and you should... Blah, 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 blah. Blah. You don't even know who you're kidnapping? You've got to be the worst kidnapper I've ever met. I left out a line. And then he tells me to shut up. What else is new? Pop, pop. Number 54. Dire situation. And it is indeed dire.
Very dire.
Oh no, someone's kidnapped Mokuba. Like that never happens.
It's probably nothing important because it has nothing to do with dueling.
Big Brother!
It's true. Dueling is
I
very...
need to turn down the microphone!
Goodbye, my faithful followers. Maybe one day we will all join hands and sing the national anthem of Kaiba Corp.
All right, everybody. Join hands.
To Kaiba Corp, we're on our way. We don't sing show tunes. No way, I just made this up on a whim. Bakura's not here. Who doesn't know him? Mokuba is on my side. Put a nice beat behind his hide, and then you'll never know Bakura's not there go, or something like that. I ruined the song. Kaiba Corp.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's too much in there.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
That was also, Stash, I think it was Stash mentioned, Yes, the art updated. I after a few years, I was like, I'm going to redo the opening and ending thing.
Yeah,
so I
I
redid
remember
all
that.
of the art and just did it over again.
It's clearer. Yeah, the line art is definitely
I
clearer.
just drew it again. Yeah, that was it.
Just drew, yeah. Also, like for Odeon's lines, like I had a hard time with those ones. See previous comments that I would have to dedicate just one session just for his lines to do them all the way through. Yeah, so I would always do it last. And like there are a few times where I felt like I may have pulled something, but small child. And even then, even though it was hard and it would hurt, I still had so much fun. Like just like making jokes with it because I'm thinking like bunny hop, a bunny hop, and I think I like pulled something. Good thing that was like already over. I'd already done all the lines. Yeah, and even those songs, like I would have to kind of practice my voice like before and after, and I would record myself doing that. Just made good.
Yeah, and that song was from the Ask special, which I didn't add to this list because then it would be forever.
Yeah, the Ask.
But it's on YouTube. You can watch it.
You can watch those. Yeah, I mean those are basically those.
Yeah.
Haruto!
Note this came out before the dub.
Oh yeah. So we had to guess on American voices for them.
Thanks to the success of Shut Up Mokuba-chan, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has become popular again. So I was thinking, maybe I can have my own show. Sparkle, sparkle.
Did you say something?
And Nisi does Haruto's voice.
Oh, does she? Oh, that's awesome.
Haruto.
About that.
Say Haruto, why don't you call me Nisama? Well, I guess that would be weird, but just Kaito's a little lacking.
Big brother, I want to take a nap.
Of course!
He sort of has a happy Kaiba voice.
A little bit. He shouldn't, though.
He shouldn't, but that's just how it works.
Oh, hey there, Heart. How you doing?
Call me Haruto.
What's that? You want to watch Naruto?
No, call me Haruto. I don't like my dub name.
Hey, Astral. I think Heart wants to talk about a TV show. Maybe you know what it is.
I love Astral. Astral was my favorite on that show.
Chudiya would be pleased.
Big brother, let's play a guessing game. I want a small, square, yellowish snack.
Oh, I know. You want smoked cheese.
Oh, yeah.
That's not it.
The Churia song.
I want a caramel.
Yeah.
Mokuba. Why haven't I had any screen time yet?
Didn't you get the memo? We're going off air and being replaced with this kid from Zexel.
It's pronounced Zale.
What? But we haven't even finished the Battle City arc, or collected all the god cards. There's still so much to do.
April Fools! Relax, big brother. Like I'd let some creepy alien kid take my show.
I'm not an alien.
Did you say something?
Yeah, Anisi drew that one.
Yep. You were definitely,
No Mokubas were replaced with aliens taken off air or ending their contract.
Exactly. We definitely kept the same theme on that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I had
for
been
sure.
watching lots of, because I had watched, I watched Zeal as it aired.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
Zexal
for sure.
as they call it.
Yeah, they called it English
So
Zexal,
this was
but-
a lot of me being able to incorporate that into the thing.
For sure. And that was after 5Ds, or is that before 5Ds?
After.
After? Yeah, because I while we were making this, I was watching GX, and then I watched 5Ds, I think, after that. And I really enjoyed those ones. I think I like GX more than 5Ds, though. 5Ds was actually, it was like darker and more serious, like older kids. Could they even be called kids? They were adults, really. Hey, I don't know. It's for an older audience. And then they went back to, and Zeal, they went back to like a little kid.
Yeah.
Who wasn't like, he actually wasn't
middle
good.
school age, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters was like high school age.
But he wasn't even good at the game, to be honest.
That was
he
fun.
lost
That
a
was the
lot.
fun.
Yeah.
That was the fun thing about
it. He was
it.
#relatable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he got good by the end.
He did, yeah, he did. Did I even see the end of that one? I don't know if I ever finished that one.
Where they all fought Don Thousand and...
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did see it. I think I skipped like to the end. Like I skipped the whole arc where he was like traveling dimensions or something like that, or traveling worlds.
You might be getting confused with Arc 5 also. But yes, they did.
No, I never finished Arc 5.
Yeah.
I've only seen like the first 10 episodes.
Yeah, it's not good afterwards.
Oh, okay.
The first half is great, and then when they start doing the dimensional,
Which is the one with the like the chess piece name people, like Arc 5 and I'm sorry, the Joker and Knight, and there were these guys and they wore white suits and they had like
Huh?
Is that Reigns?
France had the Knights of Hanoi.
Well, one of the chess piece characters looked like the main character from Star Driver.
Oh, that's Zeal.
That's Zeal? Okay,
yeah,
that's
they're
what
not
I
chess
thought.
piece. They were 3-4.
They're numbered.
numbers.
Yeah,
They're numbers.
Quattro and okay.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Maybe I'm thinking of Star Driver.
You might be.
Yeah, because Star Driver. The other guy was king, and he never mind. I'm getting
four looked like.
I'm crossing the anime streams here.
Yeah.
Tells you like where I am in my brain, for sure.
And this was a nice little nod to Churia-chan in this
Yep.
one with
the smoked cheese. Yeah, even though he wanted a caramel,
because the caramel that he eats in Zeal. So
100%.
That was fun for me.
I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna crinkle a little here.
Shut up.
Hopefully, I can make it before the end of. I may want some of those later.
Oof.
Sorry.
Can I at least get a donut or something? Or are you just gonna let a poor, defenseless little kid starve all alone in a scary abandoned warehouse?
Getting a donut?
Hey there. Hi. You don't have any donuts, do you? No.
I think I was just hungry.
Oh, probably.
You're Kaiba's little brother, right? Mokuba? Yeah, that's right. So, do you get kidnapped a lot too? Not really. This might be my first time. Aha! That means I have seniority over you! Should you really be proud of that?
He's a senpai now.
Yeah, senpai. A kidnap senpai.
If we stack up these boxes, we can climb up and escape through the window. But aren't these boxes empty? There's no way they'll support our weight. Especially yours. Shut up, Mokuba! Yes, Mel!
I actually had to hold my cheeks out for that.
Yeah.
Where did he go?
I saw him somewhere around here.
Finally, hours spent on Metal Gear Solid put to good use.
You think he went this way?
I have never been so grateful to be short.
Cliche henchmen. I think I just called them cliche henchmen.
We won. Can we look for my friends now?
It's always friends with you. What about my tournament?
Big brother, I'm not kidnapped anymore. Also, I got us a ride.
It's about time you learn to save yourself.
Actually, Taya helped.
Oh. Well, it's a start.
He didn't have to do anything. Well, he likes that.
Anyway, we gotta go back and save Taya. She was kidnapped with me.
Oh no!
Who's Taya?
You know, Yugi's girlfriend.
What? No, we'll just...
And I suddenly stopped caring.
Didn't need to explain that. Oh, that was a good one. Oh yeah, they were rare hunters.
Yeah, rare hunters.
No empty boxes were harmed. That's true. None of them were broken.
No.
They somehow got out.
This is one of my favorite episodes because it was very Mokuba-centric, and it was the I think I had trouble writing the one before this, and then I was like, what if I just do Mokuba?
Yeah.
Because it was, the story kind of helped with that. So this ended up being one of my favorite episodes. That
I got to do the cliche henchman, so I got in my voice acting, checkbox on this one. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we got to see Nisa's return performance as Taya.
Oh, yeah. Ninja Nisi returning as Taya. Thank you. Appreciate. As they say in the biz.
Metal Gear Solid. I couldn't get a good bling noise.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Finally, Merrick. Yeah. I was waiting for this one.
If I'm reading this correctly, Joey's around the same place Taya was. I guess they both got kidnapped.
Oh no! Kaiba, I've got to save my friends from Merrick.
Who?
The guy who's been mind-controlling all the people we've been dueling.
Oh, that hocus-pocus guy.
Don't underestimate him, Kaiba. He's probably a really big, strong, burly man.
Mwahaha! And with this, my collection of My Little Pony memorabilia is complete.
Yeah, very much. My Little Pony makes a comeback.
And it's not hocus pocus. It's ancient Egyptian magic. He's got a Millennium item, just like Pegasus and me. Right. Uh-huh. Sure. Come now. Don't you remember that whole Pegasus thing?
I got turned into an awesome Duel Monsters card.
Yeah, with 0 attack points.
Mokuba, not very strong. No, good for sacrifice.
Didn't Deshizu tell you about that whole ancient Egyptian thing? Please, all she did was show me a giant rock carving.
It wasn't a very good date.
What? You went on a date with her? No, it was not a date. She just brought me to some lame exhibit and told me that I was destined to duel you. But come on, I could have told you that. Sounds like a date to me.
Yeah.
Mokuba ships it.
Yeah, Mokuba. They both shipped it, I think.
Did Ishizu tell you that I'm not actually Yugi?
What would you call that?
What?
If you're not
Kaizu?
Yugi, then who are you? I'm a nameless ancient Egyptian pharaoh.
I don't know those things.
Yeah, and I'm a monkey's uncle.
Does that make me another uncle, or am I the monkey's father?
Yeah, people want to know. Well, since they're both brothers, he has to be the father.
So if Merrick's kidnapped Wheeler, then he's probably been
Oh,
brainwashed already.
Could be that green-haired kid.
I'll do whatever it takes to save him. Do you really think you can fight someone you care about? Especially with your lovey-dovey friendship and unity power? There's a reason why I never taught Mokuba how to duel.
What? Big brother, is that true?
Shut up, Mokuba, you heard nothing!
Nope, didn't hear anything.
Well, look who's here. I guess you two are going to have to duel. No, Joey, we don't have to
A
do
Joey
this.
episode.
Yes,
my favorite.
Yugi. I've been brainwashed by Master Merrick, and so I will now duel you to the death. No, not that!
Is that even allowed, big brother?
Did you bring any popcorn with you?
I was trying to make it, like, dramatic, and then you got any popcorn for you? But for some reason, I had to, like, say the lines, like, really slow.
Shut up!
Oh, no, I hit the phone! It's okay.
Sorry, I lost my mouse for a moment there.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, for some reason, what was I saying? I already lost my train of thought there.
The Joey... Oh, you're trying to get more dramatic.
Yeah, I was trying to make like, no, Joey, we can't do that. I think nowadays I could probably do a better job at it. But like, back then, I think that was like the best. And because it was Joey, I had to like,
so hard.
Yugi and Joey's energy levels had to match.
Yeah.
Like, I could totally do Yugi's, but because of that like New York and New Jersey accent, it was just really hard.
Yep.
Yeah, and if it doesn't match, then it comes off really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I was going for. Over dramatized.
And Yu-Gi-Oh! Ship names are notoriously complicated, and I don't want to get too hard into it.
Okay, great. No shipping.
Instead of the names, like most ships, they actually have like titles for each one, and it just gets... it's needlessly complicated.
It's just like what we're going through right now. Shipping is hard.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Amazon Prime and FedEx.
All the barges out in the ocean. God, I can't miss the demise of
Yujo. There you go. There's one. Next Christmas. Yeah, another Christmas.
Not in Japanese.
Oh.
Yay, big brother, it's Christmas again!
Shut up, Mokuba. Didn't we go over this last year? Christmas is a day for couples in Japan.
That's why I invited a guest this year. Happy holidays, Seto Kaiba.
Ishizu?
I hope you don't mind. I brought my little brother with me.
Hello.
What? You brought another third wheel?
That's a good one. Another third wheel.
I brought toys to play with.
Cool. What you got?
My collection of My Little Pony figures.
What? That's for girls.
I have a magic wand with a knife on one end.
Awesome!
Get out of my house.
I don't know, Mokuba. Bronies can exist. Come on.
Mokuba asked me to help bring out your holiday spirit.
The only spirit I'm filled with is a duelist spirit.
Maybe it would help if you dressed the part? Do you have anything with red velvet or white fluff?
More manga references.
Meh.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Merry Christmas, big brother. I got you something.
Is it brains?
Open it up and find out.
Ugh, it's a zombie blue eyes white dragon. But I wanted brains.
I got you that too.
Yay.
Merry Zombie Christmas.
Nice.
Hey Yugi, why don't we do something special for Christmas?
Sure, like what? Finally, this is my chance.
To what? Duel her?
No, I'm not gonna duel her. I'll do something romantic,
Like caroling.
yeah, caroling.
Oh, come all ye duelists, dueling and triumphant. Oh, come ye to cry before.
Get off my lawn!
Make us.
I've got a Duel Monsters card, and I know how to use it.
That doesn't scare us.
No, he's got a good point.
Oh, come let us all duel
This is a good
Oh,
song.
come let us all duel him. Oh, come let us all duel him. Seto Kaiba.
Yeah, Merrick shouldn't hide his broniness, you know? It's just
Right?
he fell into the Mokuba peer pressure
Yeah,
and
his
bulliness.
sad misogynistic ways.
Hey,
you know?
everyone just be yourselves.
Exactly.
Be the best yourself that you can
If
be.
there's anything I learned, you should watch Sanrio Boys, which is about boys that like Sanrio characters. You just gotta like what you like, man.
Interesting.
You like what you like. Yeah, I think this was uploaded like around New Year's.
Yeah, we were
This-
notoriously late on
Yeah,
this
this one was really late. And harking back to the fact that it takes me like 2 or 3 months to get these episodes done, so yeah. And that was why.
Let's see what we hear. There's one last question, real quick.
Shut
I wonder
up.
If the wedges are part of the hand, but that's true. Could get a nasty paper cut with those
Ooh,
cards.
oh, yeah.
For sure.
Big brother, I don't think this death duel is a good idea. A death during the tournament might be bad publicity for Kaiba Corp.
Yeah, I guess you have a point. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to stop this duel. Stop this duel, and Taya will get crushed by a giant crate filled with explosives. Who's Taya? Is she a duelist?
No, that's Yugi's friend that helped me escape before.
Like 2 episodes ago.
I guess we have no choice then. Mokuba, get me some popcorn.
Remember Death Tea? Speaking of Death Tea.
Remember that?
Once someone's life points reach 0, the anchor will drop and the winner's box will open with the key to unlock their chain, while the loser gets dragged down into the water. No! Even at my worst, I'd never do something like this!
You mean besides the chainsaw murderer, and the electric chair ride, and the room of giant falling blocks, and the experience of death penalty box, and the...
Shut up, Mokuba.
Read volume 3.
Exactly.
Yugi! Don't worry about me! You have to stop this duel!
But Taya! Try and stop this duel, Kaiba, and your little brother gets it.
Hey!
Nah, it's cool. I'm just gonna stay put and watch. Okay. And don't worry about Mokuba. He's way too tiny and weak to save anyone from this duel.
What?
I had to go back to a previous episode to see how I voiced that henchman. I couldn't remember.
Great, it's Yugi's cheering squad.
And Joey's hot blind little sister.
Oh, and I suppose you'll expect me to feel some kind of empathy towards that loser, just because we're both older brothers.
How did you guys even get here?
We beat up some rare hunters.
And I almost ran them over with my car.
And I explained the plot.
Exactly.
And you?
Oh, I can't see anything, so I have no idea what's going on.
Was that Ninja Nisi?
Yeah, I think so.
Was she in a previous episode? I think this is the
does-
first
she
one.
does-
You're
no, she
Joey's
does
little
Taya
sister?
usually.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm Serenity Wheeler.
With Serenity, I mean.
Cool. I'm
Oh, no.
Seto's little brother, Mokuba-chan. Younger siblings unite!
She can't see, Dodo.
I'm trying to high-five you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't say you're sorry.
Yeah, this is the first Serenity episode.
What's
Okay.
going on in the duel?
Joey, I'll get your heart back from Merrick by playing your favorite card, the Red Eyes Black Dragon. I should feel nothing because I'm brainwashed, but seeing this card makes my head and chest hurt.
I love that fourth wall break.
You guys can't duel like this. To be honest, I'm not sure.
This is also the first time I voiced my vowel.
Oh,
I did
my, that's right. I was
Yeah.
going to ask about my, because I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
remember how we did my.
Yeah, I did my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one I didn't really want to do, but I asked if I could do it, and you said no, and I was like, okay, good, because I didn't really want to do my.
Yeah, I remember.
Mine's
that.
like Joey in that, like, her voice is really tough to do.
Yeah, it was very like Ishizu was just like very like dramatic top
Yeah.
sounding,
Mhm.
but then I don't remember how I did my. It was just, I was like digging somewhere that I don't have to find. Yeah, but we have Nisi does Serenity's voice in this episode, but in a later episode I switched and did the voice. It was because it sounded too similar to Mokuba at the time. But later on I figured out.
Yeah, you don't want to cross the streams of
Yeah.
thing. My is what? My is my?
My is mine.
Magic is friendship, kid. Or magic of friendship. Oh, the magic of friendship.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Woo! Yeah, I need to increase the font size of that thing. I can barely read it from here. I'm like, I keep having to go up. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Stash Hand. We're almost
Shut
we're
up.
almost there. What's been about 2 hours? Yeah. No, you're fine. You don't actually have to change this one. It's not really about it.
Oh no! Time's almost up in the death duel! So why are we just standing around again? Because if we interfere, that rare hunter guy over there is gonna drop a crate of explosives on Taya! Oh
Who's Taya?
no!
Yugi's girlfriend! Okay, geez, sorry I asked.
You only ask once an episode.
Taya helped me escape when I got kidnapped before.
I see. I guess I owe her then. Roland, send in the helicopter.
What?
Blue Eyes attack with paper cut! Ow, my
There you
hand!
go. There's the paper cut.
Why didn't we do this before?
Shut up, Mokuba.
Gotta get one of those in there.
Oh no! Yugi's life points went to 0!
Don't worry, Yug. I'll save you.
Can I be the main character now? Go save them, you jerks!
That was really hard to draw.
Yeah, that one was like...
There was so much action.
Yugi, speak to me.
Where's Joey?
He's still underwater!
Cough.
Oh, hey. I guess this is Wheeler's key. I wonder how long it will take him to drown.
Big brother! I'll save you, Joey!
Huh, pathetic. Having to be saved by your younger sibling.
But Big Brother, I rescued you once from that virtual world game.
You got other people to come rescue me. That doesn't count.
Look, Big Brother, I can see now!
Awesome. Now you can watch me duel in the Battle City Finals.
Wow, Joey, you're the best
I got a
Big
little bit
Brother
better
ever. Nuh-uh. My Big Brother is the best. Nuh-uh. Yeah-huh. Nuh-uh. Yeah-huh.
Looks like everything's in order here. Time to get back to my tournament.
Kind of Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, yeah, the Emperor's New Groove. Yeah, uh-huh. I get it.
Is there a little afterwards? Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a bonus. Okay, cool.
Twin-kun recently met Little Karibo at an anime convention.
True story.
They even got his autograph. I wonder what he wrote.
Shut up, Mokuba-chan.
I did did see him.
Yeah, did he actually write that? Is that his real thing?
Yeah, he wrote that. And actually, he's like, I was dressed as Mokuba, and I said, "Oh yeah, I loved your show so much. I made my own kind of parody called Shut Up Mokuba-chan." He was just like, "Oh, I've seen it. I love that show. It was really cute." And he's like, "Can I get your autograph too?" And I was like, "What? Are you serious?" And my hand was shaking so bad, but he gave me his poster to sign.
Yeah.
And my hand was shaking. I kind of scribbled the Mokuba, and it looked absolutely horrendous because I was just so nervous. It was good times. A memory that I will hold for my heart forever.
Yeah, for sure. I think. What am I even saying? He's just a nice guy, you know. Nice guy. Even his streams, he's pretty forthcoming with what he's going on in his life, and and all that stuff. He's so, just why there's not really any more Yu-Gi-Oh abridged or anything.
I mean, very relatable.
That's why that's why there's no Shut Up Mokuba-chan anymore. Yeah. It's hard to do, and life happens. And...
that's why I was happy that he got the VTuber thing.
Yeah, that's working out. He plays games.
Him be able to continue
playing Duel
videos.
Links.
Yeah.
Same with us. I got married, I moved away, not in that order, and now I have a kid, and it's hard to do these things. Even this stream, it's hard to do this. Take the time out, but we wanted to keep the stuff going. Oh, are we going?
Shut up.
We're going. No worries.
What's the posh way to say shut up, Mokuba?
I'll think of it.
I'm setting up the Christmas tree, but our Christmas angel seems to be missing. I wonder what else we have to
I changed
put up
his
there.
voice twice.
I know. A blue-eyed white dragon.
Or at least one more
That's
time. I don't think I did it like this again.
Master Mokuba, you need to get out more.
Master Mokuba. I feel like I changed the voice there. Futsukushi.
What's up? Is Mokuba going to be the star at the top of the tree?
What?
No, we've got something even better, Master Seto.
Ta-da.
Does he like it?
I can't tell.
I feel like I went to the dub to look up Roland's voice.
The games we have played, the fight on blimps, boats, planes, and even
I had to do this a few times. A few different
ground or in the sky. Duelists still all say the same. Me, I challenge you to
a good one.
Duel me. Why don't you just duel me, Yugi?
A little sharp there, but...
Because I would just kick your butt.
It's funny because I do both those. Zombie Christmas 3, The Revenge.
And over here, we have the Kaibaland Zombie Christmas exhibit.
What? What do zombies have to do with Christmas? Who would even come to an exhibit like this?
Zombie Christmas? This is the best thing ever!
What? But...
Shut up, Mokuba. I did my research.
There's a percentage, People come for that stuff. Oh, second showing of Pegaclaus.
What's going on? Did Kaibaland always have a Santa Claus for Christmas?
Don't think so.
Come, little boy. Sit on Santa's lap and tell me what you want for Christmas.
No, that's okay. I'm the vice president of a multi-million-dollar company. I can buy myself whatever I want for Christmas.
Hey there, Kaiba boy.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go.
I feel like I did a more creepier line than that. I remember.
Oh, Yugi boy. Come, tell Santa what you'd like for Christmas.
What? No, I'm a high schooler, not a little kid.
Attention, duelists. Don't be shy.
That's a
No,
good,
really, I'm
good
not a
reindeer.
kid.
Aren't you gonna throw them out, big brother?
Maybe we should keep them after all.
Throw Yugi off his game.
Yeah.
Oh, who did the drawing?
I did this one.
Who did that one? Good one. Mokuba's
No one sat on Pegasus' lap during the beginning.
Yeah, no one sat on Pegasus' lap.
No
yeah.
worries.
Nope, we definitely don't.
No. I like those sweaters. I like kind of a sweater with the
Yeah, the sweaters
card.
it actually makes Mokuba look older in this one, like 14.
Short. He's a little Steven Universe there.
A little
not
bit,
aging.
yeah. We are the Mokubas.
Oh gosh.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, and that other song and the Come All You Do list.
Yeah.
I had to sing it as Did I even sing it as Mokuba? I think Mokuba is in there, but it was also singing as Shizu and as Mai. So I'm also in there 3 times.
Yeah, so yeah, I had to do it like 3 times.
It was interesting.
Joey was the hardest one.
Yeah.
It didn't end up even sounding like Joey.
Yeah.
So
It's okay. You layer them all together. You don't hear how bad it is.
exactly.
Boop, boop, boop. This is a test of the Mokuba Kaiba emergency broadcast system. Had this been a real emergency, the tones would have been followed by panic, screaming, and a blue eyes white dragon. Thank you.
It looks like the first one. There's nothing for me in 57. You know, girls are scary. Except if you wanted me to do Taya. Oh, I'm being chased by warehouses.
My favorite line of Little.
But of course, you don't want that. Shut up, Mokuba.
Test, 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 mic test, 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 test,
Yeah.
mic test. Number 55, craving. I'll try not to swallow so much because you can hear
Yeah.
making so
ASMR.
much noise, man. Or are you
Gotta play with the
are
game
you
settings
just
on
gonna
there.
let poor defense hold you?
That's how I did this one.
So, do you get kidnapped a lot too? Not really. This might be my first time. You sound so happy about that.
Good one, niece.
That
Good
means
one,
I
Ninja.
have seniority over that. Seniority.
Some words are hard.
Number 57. Girls are scary. It's not like Mokuba's seen a whole lot of girls. I mean, let's be honest here. Just robot girls.
He's still too young. He's got plenty of
Shut
time.
up, Mokuba! Something like that. Or
It needs to be more vicious sounding.
like,
Like,
shut up, Mokuba! My throat.
it's not penting up rage. It's more like, shut up, Mokuba! Like she's going to kill him right there and then.
Okay. Wow, I can't really do that with my cheeks pulled out. Yes, ma'am. I tried to do
That was a good
an
one.
sound like this. Yes, ma'am. Aren't you glad this episode has
Stash.
so
You
much
got it.
Mokuba in it? It
Rusty
feels
liked that one,
forever
too.
since I wrote myself lines like
Thanks,
this.
Rusty.
Anyway, number 58. Size matters.
Oh, I feel like the guy with the green hair needs to have a British accent. I'm not sure why.
Where did he go? Let's do more cliche henchmen things.
And
I'm
thus, cliche
bald, so
henchman
that
was born.
automatically makes me a one smooth criminal. Smooth criminal, smooth criminal.
I hope that doesn't make the next blooper reel.
Which it does.
He's like right there. All he has to do is like walk over like 2 steps and he would see Mokuba. Oh man. Cliche henchman. What's wrong with you?
I think we get that from
I'm
Rich-
bald,
Rich
so that
Days.
automatically
Yeah,
makes me
okay.
sexy.
Number 59. Slow
about bald people.
progress.
Really cool.
Or maybe alternatively, level raising takes time.
Shut up, Kaiba. It's always friends with you. What about my needs? Tournament needs. It's about time you learn to save yourself. He's actually growing up.
There's a little bit of an echo there.
It's a start. I'll take that. It's a concession. Shut up, Mokuba. You saved yourself. Just take it. I'm giving you a compliment. Don't expect any more.
Number 60.
And he never
Can you
complimented
believe I've
him
drawn
again.
60 of these?
Fantasy, fanfare music. I love it.
Who's T? Who's Tia? Is that French? Is that French for something? Who's Tia?
Something.
Do we know her parents? Who are you associating with? You're not old enough to like girls yet.
Yugi's girlfriend. Blah. You know, the girlfriend thing that he has and you don't. That one.
No, we're just casual acquaintances that she doesn't even play card games, for crying out loud.
She did that one time
What?
against Molly.
No, we're just casual friends. This is nothing. This is nothing. Forget about that time in the museum where we played DDR.
Look about causing all the drama.
Oh, yeah.
Not caring. Talk to the hand. Folded up. Folded up arms. I stopped caring when we were dueling. I forgot he had friends. Those loose people that were just tagging along with him.
It's like Secret of Mana. They're just tagging along behind, and you forget about them. Oh yeah, they can cast magics too. And I suddenly, I'm a stud. I suddenly stopped caring. Back to these commercial messages. Da-dum-dum. Dueling. It's not just a good idea. It saves the world.
And that's a wrap.
Shut up, Mokuba-chan. Episode 11 lines. This will be the first double-digit episode
I had to save
with
myself
two
here.
digits the same. Yes. Good save, Yugi. The guy who's been mind-controlling all the people we've been dueling. Bean dueling. Bean dueling. It's not ancient
I showed this to
Egyptian
my
magic.
coworker, and he loves
It's
that. That
hocus
line made him
pocus.
fall to the floor.
You know, the guy,
Bean
he's
dueling.
been... Yeah, I'm starting to go into strong bad voice. You know, the guy's been mind-controlling all the people. We've been dueling them, you know.
Shout out to
He's
Strong
probably
Bad.
a really big, strong, burly man with scary, sharp claws. Rawr! See him slash. Rah! Hehehe. Man dark. Ugh. Mwahaha! Mwahaha. Oh, there's 3 ha-has. Memorabilia.
That's a hard word, memorabilia.
I say it like it's a disease. And it's not hocus
And I was
pocus.
getting over a
It's
cold, I
ancient
remember.
Egyptian magic. Ancient Egyptian magic. The same thing that holds my cape up without any visible things holding it together.
Beans.
Which is really little Yugi's. Well, when I grow up, little Yugi's coat is too big. Too small, because he's Smally McSmall. And so I need a Millennium item just to keep that up. It really
Filling out
does
the
nothing
character
else.
information, you know? Yeah. Whoops, sorry.
I can hold candy in it. He's got a Millennium. Right. Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah. Gotcha. All right. No problem. Not really listening. Not even listening. Didn't even know Mokuba was here. The Shizu and Kaiba having a date with one person not being late. She just brought me to some lame exhibit and told me I was destined to destroy blah blah. Destined to duel. Yugi, actually not I'm. That you tell Ishizu did. Wait.
That was the Yoda
Huh?
version of his
that's,
line.
That's Mokuba's line. Well, if you're not Yugi, then who are you? I'm Batman.
Does that make me another uncle, or am I the monkey's father? Well, the world will never
Yeah,
know.
definitely
Clearly, Mokuba, if I'm the monkey's uncle, you would be the cousin. No, wait, let me think about this. Then he's probably been brainwashed already. Brainwashed. He's been brainwashed. Ah, Batman, yes, I've brainwashed.
I probably had just seen the
Especially
Nolan
with your
version of
lovey-dovey
Batman or
friendship and
something.
unity power. There's
Miles
a
Prower.
reason why I've
Shout outs to Sonic the Hedgehog
Big
and
brother,
Tails.
is that true? Squeak! Squeak, 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 squeak!
Good squeak. Could be Mouse
Number
Mokuba.
66.
Or Mouse Koopa.
High stakes entertainment. I've only got one line yet again.
That was my ringtone for years.
Oh yeah, that one.
anything but that. Anything but tickling. No, Joey, we don't have to do this. Yes, Yogi, I've been brainwashed by Master Merrick, and so I will now duel you to the death. No, not that. Did you bring any popcorn with you? Coming at you. It's Kaiba Corp. Word, dog.
Testing, test. Oh, I bit my tongue. Ooh. Ow.
Oh, yeah.
A death during the
Ooh,
tournament might be
fighting
bad
tongue. Not
publicity.
fun.
Publicity. Blah, 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 blah.
Shut up, guys. I'm gonna have to stop this duel. Stop this duel, Kaiba boy. Kaiba boy.
Channeling some
Going.
like Pegasus
This is Joey with Pegasus. The anchor will drop, and the winner... I'm doing like Bakura. This is so hard, Joey.
It was probably
Why
like
did
20
you make
takes
a
of
Joey
that.
episode?
I didn't even like save all of the recordings.
Nyeh, 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 nyeh.
Trying to get into the Joey mindset.
Nah, it's cool. I'm just gonna stay... Blah, 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 blah.
I think I was about to say
I'm
slave.
actually out of popcorn. Can you let him go so we can grab more popcorn? That would be nice. Thanks, man. Older brothers, 'cause we're older, we're related, and we're boys.
Yep.
Oh, and I'll suppose you...
I'm Seto's little brother, Mokuba-chan. I almost said sister again.
Ugh. Nyeg. Nyug. Nyeh. Introducing the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Boom, tss, boom, boom, tss. Kaiba dubstep.
Not really dubstep.
Boom nuts, no, boom nuts, no, boom, boom, boom. Tss. Shut up, Mokuba.
Because if we interfere...
It worked, but I have no idea. Something falls on
Number
Mike.
74. Everything explodes. Number 1. Because things explode all the time in the show.
It does. Really does.
I see. I guess I owe hers then. What, owe hers? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a comma after the R. Man, that was hard to see. Roland, send in the chopper. Na 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 Kaiba chopper. Ow, my hand! Why'd you have to throw a card at me?
Right,
Number 75. Game over. Get it? Because his name is Yugi, and Yugi name's Game.
Yeah.
And if he died, it'd be game over.
Exactly.
Get it? Get it?
I got it.
It's time for Brooklyn Rage.
I got a little bit better with
Where's
I
Joey?
think through this episode.
Yeah.
What? Just got myself the hiccups. I can't get rid of the hiccups. Having to be saved by your younger sibling.
You used to do that
I
a lot.
use the generic term for your brother
For some
or
reason,
sister,
like when I yell
so that it
or
will
I try
apply
to
to
do like a
Mokuba in
fake
the next
yell,
panel.
I
But I will never admit
it
it.
causes hiccups for some reason.
Awesome! Now you can watch me battle in the Duel City final. Ah! Looks like everything's in order here.
I think they're made
Time
of
to get back to my
stainless
tournament.
steel, actually.
Time to return to the plot. Time to get back to my tournament.
Nuh-uh, my big brother is the best big brother, not yours. Yours is a loser.
She got
Shut it, Mokuba-chan. Shut it. Shut the door. Keep out the something. Da-da-da-da-da.
Kawaida, sakebi ga, todoke, fly at higher game.
Mokuba-chan used a bit of a card causing bodily harm. So twice this episode, huh? Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything on this bloopers, so yeah.
Shut up.
Bloopers are pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Did you redraw Mokuba for that one, or was that always there?
That's how it was the last one.
So in case you all forgot, we're in the middle of a tournament right now.
Yeah.
We'll be heading for the site of the finals. Later, losers.
Bleh.
Just try to keep up.
Losers.
Why follow that helicopter? With your driving skills, I'm sure you can beat him.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
What? What do you mean? She had a cool car.
She did.
For Japan, that's something.
What took you guys so long? Hi guys, I made it somehow. Who are you?
His name is Namu. He tried to help us when we were attacked by rare hunters, but ultimately failed. But he's a really nice guy and my new bestest friend. And he's totally not mind controlling me to make him seem less suspicious or anything.
Nice to meet you. Sounds legit.
I always remember from the dub. Hi, I'm Namu.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Namu.
Hi guys.
Bakura? What? What is he doing here? I don't remember issuing him a dual disc.
Well, as long as he didn't use any underhanded means to get here. Weren't you in the hospital?
Didn't you kill a bunch of
I
people
want to
to
take
get
the
in there?
controls. He's my host.
Like
Get out.
Bones and all of the extra.
Sorry, I started spacing out for a moment. You should probably go back to the hospital.
Yes, Mokuba is privileged. Moki see, Moki do.
Only 2 more duelists until the cutoff for the finals.
Only 2 more duelists.
I'm Merrick, the guy who has been making your lives miserable throughout this tournament, have finally arrived. Merrick! You just wait. I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done by beating you in a card game.
Yeah, in a card game.
Shut up, Mokuba, and quit copying me.
Aww.
Hype man.
He was pretty hype. Kaiba didn't need it at that time.
So the finals are in the stadium? It's kind of drab for Kaiba's tastes.
Ha! That's what you think.
Yeah, he's really drab.
You're actually gonna duel in the sky on our battleship.
A blimp? Oh, I'll remember Battleship with the little boats and you call E3 and then it's all, oh no, you sunk my battleship.
No, not that stupid game. I'm talking about this awesome blimp.
Bakura. I don't even know how I came up with that reading. Shouldn't have been has finally.
All
Probably.
aboard the battleship. Please have your duelist ID trademark ready.
Miss
Whoa
T6.
there. Sorry, but this ride is for duelists only.
What? Aw.
Seriously?
Come on, Roland. Just let them through. I'm not a duelist. Are you gonna kick me off too?
No, but it's just, Mr. Kaiba?
Meh, just let him on.
I mean, Pegasus let them.
Yeah.
So why not?
It's a cute scene from the anime where he...
Yeah.
Born with the thing.
Yeah, they just walked on.
Yeah. No traffic laws were broken while chasing a helicopter
To
in
the
the
Pegasus episode. Yeah, I feel like the Bakura line was something that took me some time to come up with. But now, like, I love that reading of
It's
it.
because in the Japanese version specifically, the blimp is called Battleship. I think they also kept that in the manga.
Yeah.
So it's just like Battleship, like the board game that we had.
Exactly. I don't know, but something about the like, oh, when you go E3, he's like sounding real tired.
I told you to make him loopy.
Yeah,
I think
loopy.
I told you to do that.
Yeah, I excel at loopy.
Yes.
On to the next one.
Oh, here's the Christmas special.
Oh, no.
Skip past the Mokuba.
You might what?
Skip past the because there's only a little bit of Mokuba.
Oh, okay.
Big brother,
Oh,
let's
they
go
actually drew
Christmas
this one on the
caroling.
computer.
Yeah.
No. Why would I want to do that?
Because you get to trespass on people's lawns and obnoxiously sing at them. Yugi did it last year, so we should try.
No.
Is there two
Who
T's in
knows?
trespass
Maybe
there?
if we stop at
we
Yugi's
just
place,
noticed it.
he'll duel you.
Okay, but only if there's dueling involved.
It's not like there's a VOD or anything. Oh, so it's just kind of, it's like caroling and yeah, it's fun.
Jingle bells, traps and spells, card games save the day.
Might be the best one.
My monster card will hit you hard and your life points go away.
Oh, hey guys, Merry Christmas. Want some figgy pudding?
Yes, bring us some figgy pudding. Yes, bring us some figgy pudding. Yes, bring us some figgy pudding.
And duel me right now.
Okay, but are you sure you don't want some pudding first?
Just duel me!
I love it when like, oh, I see, it's Ringtail, yeah.
That is Ringtail.
Yes,
and then after that, it's Between Bell Break.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, those are other series that...
Yeah, that you should totally go check out on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
YouTube.com/Twinkun.
Twinkun. Yeah, go see those. But so Shut Up Mokuba-chan was... So this Christmas special was like a combination of all the series he did.
Yeah.
Minus the Pirate Ninja one.
Yeah, so this one's called the Twinkun Christmas Special.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to try and get all those.
Oh, your friend did one of the Between Bell Break voices?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, MSL. MSL, yeah.
Because,
how's he doing? Shoutouts to MSL.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing good, man.
Yeah. I talked to him the other day. He's
Happy holidays!
Oh, cool. Very cool. Almost there.
Shut up! Everyone important is here.
It's like Charles
Time to
in
get
charge.
this blimp in the air.
But what about the 8th duelist?
What about the 8th duelist? I'm going to my room. Nobody disturb me.
Then can I be in charge?
Sure, why not?
All right, time to steer the ship to the nearest McDonald's.
On second thought,
Not
Roland's
that
in
much
charge.
power.
Mokuba, come guard my door.
Aw, come on!
Gotta give him a job or he's gonna...
We gotta keep them occupied.
That's true. Too many Happy Meals. That's what it is.
We should tell Mr. Kaiba right
That
away.
other guy.
Stop right there!
Nice goatee.
Just where do you think you're going, mister?
Master Mokuba,
We just wanted to inform Mr. Kaiba that the 8th duelist boarded the ship just before takeoff.
Don't bother Big Brother with such trivial matters.
We're sorry.
He's very busy preparing for his very important next duel.
Should I go with these blue eye socks or these?
Blue eye sock. I want blue eye sock.
Personally, I don't do either McDonald's or Burger King.
No, Mossberg.
Roland, there's a whole
there's a
hour before everyone gathers in the central area to find out the matchup for the first round of the tournament, and I'm bored!
I'm sorry, Master Mokuba. I'm a little busy with organizing the tournament.
Oh, come on. The appetizers are already being set, and the ultimate bingo machine is on standby. I'm pretty sure the only thing you have left to do is look tough and scary.
It's a very important job, you know.
He's got to earn his paycheck.
Right?
Everything is going according to schedule, Mr. Kaiba.
Yep, looks like everyone's here. There's Yugi, his creepy friend, his idiot friend, that guy with the midriff, the giant scary guy that kidnapped me.
Oh yeah, I've gotta pay that Merrick back for all the trouble he's caused during my tournament.
A lot of trouble.
Unless, of course, he loses to someone else first, in which case we wouldn't get to duel at all.
Vengeance is complicated.
Card games will bring forth justice.
Exactly.
That's just how it works.
The ultimate bingo machine. Legitimately what it's called.
Actually,
Yes.
we're missing the last duelist. I'll send someone for her.
Whatever, not my problem.
We'll be using this machine to pick the matchups for this round,
It's called the Ultimate Bingo Machine.
which is a bit of a misnomer since it's really more of a lottery machine.
Aw, I was hoping there were bingo cards involved in this.
Shut up, Mokuba.
Gotta add a shut up Mokuba. Actually, bingo kind of makes sense too, to get the numbers.
The first round will be Yugi versus Bakura. You'll be dueling on the aerial dueling field.
Which is the only duel.
Set over 3,000 feet in the air, the freezing wind will cut you like 100 tiny knives. It's the ultimate test of a duelist's endurance.
So that's why you're wearing that giant coat. I was thinking you are dressed a bit too warm.
Hey, it's not his fault you aren't prepared for any possibility. Even Mokuba's wearing warm clothes.
You two are cheating.
Or maybe you should pay attention to the trends we set.
It's true. Buttons, belts. They're important things.
I have a Mokuba cosplay. I will continue this quite warm.
No one was subject to hypothermic conditions during the making of this episode.
Yeah.
What about
about
breathing? It's secondary. There's still air up
Endurance.
there.
You have to build up your strength as a duelist. Otherwise,
True.
You'll get hurt when you get blown away by the card battle.
Just start doing more hikes and mountain climbs.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mokuba-chan!
Breathing.
You can't tell me.
You've activated my Dark Sanctuary card. Oh no!
Whoa, the sky is covered in eyeballs.
I bet it's just some cheap trick.
How are we gonna steer the ship if we can't see?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Everything is eyeballs. We can't see where we're going. The instruments are going haywire. We're flying blind.
Just keep the ship steady until we get a visual.
Yeah, I was like, I think I stuck myself in the closet to yell
And
that
with
out.
this, I'll win the duel. I summon Slifer, the Sky Dragon.
Yes! You may have a god card, Yugi, but can you?
Who do you think you are interrupting this duel? It was just getting to the good part.
But I was just...
Yes, natural reaction is natural. Exactly.
I will now turn Bakura back to normal. What? Just play along.
Oh, what day is it? Where am I? Why does everything hurt? Ow.
Gasp!
Stop the duel. He's bleeding.
Sorry, only duelists can end duels.
By dueling.
Or by dying.
But mostly dueling.
Yes. Fairly Odd Parents. Such good writing.
Bakura is too weak. If I attack him, he might die.
Oh, what?
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do
Popcorn
I
finally makes
guess
an
I
entrance.
have no choice. Haha, I was just kidding. I can't let him die that easily. Well, that makes my job easier.
or by surrendering, or jumping off a cliff. All valid.
The winner is Yugi!
Bakura, are you okay? Speak to me.
Let's get him to a bed.
Whoa, his arm's bleeding like crazy. Roland, get this guy a Band-Aid, now! Bring the whole box!
Sure, Master Mokuba.
Bandages fix everything.
That's great. Bandages fix everything. Yu-Gi-Oh! Golden Server. It's a Pokemon reference.
Yay! Yugi beat his creepy friend.
Of course he did. Only those chosen by the God cards can defeat each other.
I'll hide Bakura's Millennium ring to make sure it doesn't possess him again.
Good idea.
Are you sure it doesn't have to do with the Millennium items?
Shut up, Mokuba. You know I only accessorize in silver.
It's true.
I use my silver. I have a silver color pencil. Just like literally, I use it for those sparkles.
Bakura is not actually harmed during the making of this episode, but if he were, he would be given lots of KC brand band-aids. That's nice.
Oh, we're getting up to the end here.
Yep. How many more are there left?
There's the Christmas special, the bloopers, and then the last episode.
Okay. We could probably finish it.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're about the 2.5, so yeah, we'll finish it. Oop. Go.
Shut up.
A little glitchy. How's the sound, Niece? Let us know if the sound is soundy.
Back to digital.
Yep, back to digital.
It's almost Christmas, big brother.
So what, Mokuba?
Don't you want to get into the
tried to
holiday
make it look
spirit
like
and
it.
shower me with presents?
Haven't we been through this 4 times already? What new overdone holiday plot development could we possibly come up with now?
Let's see. You saw Santa ride on a sled, went on a Christmas date with Ishizu,
More art
set up
evolution,
Christmas
yes.
decorations
Just
in
a-
Kaiba Land,
Christmas
and went
special.
Christmas caroling with me. Wait a minute. If we do this every year, why are we still drawn the same age?
Shut up, Mokuba. It's best you don't think about it.
Existential crisis on Shut Up Mokuba-chan.
All these Christmases, and I feel like I still don't know the true meaning of Christmas.
I like this Charlie Brown.
You know
like,
the true meaning of Christmas, big brother?
brick wall.
I'll give you a check for $1,000 if you go ask someone else.
I don't think money has anything to do with the meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, but now you have some spending cash.
True. So, what do you want for Christmas, big brother?
To finally defeat Yugi in a duel.
I don't think that's something I can fit under a Christmas tree.
Not my problem.
Hey, Roland, what's something I can give my big brother that doesn't involve kidnapping someone and holding them against their will in a large decorated box?
Well, what if you try making something handmade?
That sounds like work. I'm going to go see if I can bribe Yugi to come on Christmas.
Can't say I didn't try.
It's true.
Yugi, you have been cordially invited to a duel with my big brother on Christmas Day.
Sorry, Mokuba, but I'll be busy that day. Maybe I can make it up some other time?
What? What could you possibly be doing that is better than dueling?
For the record, I totally dueled Kaiba on Christmas.
Well, no one asked you, Yami. If I left it up to you, I'd never get anywhere with Taya.
Sure you would. You'd get in a duel with her.
All you ever think about is dueling.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see myself out then. Bye.
I like this little argument, like a married couple that keeps trying to, like, yeah.
Kaiba, I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Oh boy.
I've brought my friends. Mr. Banner, ghost of Christmas present.
I live in a cat.
And Astral, ghost of Christmas future.
That information is not accurate. I see. And I suppose you're here to teach me a lesson about the true meaning of Christmas.
The meaning of Christmas? No, I just thought dueling with a bunch of ghosts would be super cool, but I missed the boat during Halloween.
Yeah, okay, I'm down.
That would totally be a Halloween special.
Merry Christmas, big brother!
Metal knee pads?
I thought they looked cool. And they protect your kneecaps.
I couldn't decide what to get you, so here's another $1,000.
Yay! Now I can pay off that sweet white and purple suit I just bought.
You bought yourself a Christmas gift?
Yep, because I realized the true meaning of Christmas. Retail therapy.
I'm glad you finally understand.
That's a reference to Dark Side of Dimensions.
Yeah.
said to Kaiba to the Pharaoh, do you want to duel me?
Want to duel him?
In a card game made for little kids. Do you want to duel me?
Want to duel him?
A card, face up on the field. I'll attack with blue eyes white dragon, with a burst stream of destruction. Do you want to duel me?
Want to duel him?
Mental therapy is not recommended for those who do not own a multi-million-dollar gaming corporation.
I had fun with
yeah.
that one because there's like a lot of words and it's like
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the theme, the background music, I just reused it, but re-instrumentated all the songs that I made, and then like put pianos and like Christmas jingle bells, and that's how all the Christmas songs were made. Then I've added Christmas to the title, like so it's Christmas simplicity, Christmas let's go already. The way it is on Christmas.
I mean, a clarinet sounds like a trumpet, right? The Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, the whole world even is missing now is a show about Kaiba brothers and the many slices of their daily lives.
Right?
Yeah, I mean that's why this exists.
That's why it exists, because Mokuba was my favorite.
Oh yeah, particles. Yeah, snow particles to the title cards for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
That too.
Sounds great.
All right, the last one.
Is this the last?
No. There's the
second to last.
Second to last. So, funny thing about this, I almost didn't find this video because on the YouTube it's listed as the Mokuba-chan Easter special. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what Easter special is this?
I don't remember doing an Easter special.
And I had to look, I had to actually like watch it most of the way. I went, oh, it was April Fool's. And it was a blooper special of all the holidays. So
Gotcha.
This is all the Christmas episode bloopers.
Way to commit to the joke.
Shut up,
Mokuba-chan!
This time it's me. Japanese Christmas.
Yeah, Japanese Christmas. From Brooklyn. Mokuba. Shut up, Mokuba. And I'm losing my place, so I've got to click over here. Japanese Christmas.
Japanese Christmas. Kaiba boy, Japanese Christmas isn't a religious holiday.
Somehow I changed the whole thing.
Oh my.
Okay, it's out of my system.
I was just, for some reason, I just
Japanese
felt like doing
Christmas.
other different
Christmas,
voices for the same lines.
Oh, and I... Shut up, Mokuba, and go to your room. Smart Alec.
It's just like Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's so happy. It's smiling. And it's like the arms that you drew look like it's like, come here. I'm okay. I'm magical. My favorite one.
Zombie Christmas. Oh, this is Zombie Christmas time. It's the favorite time where you gather around the fire and light zombies on them.
Suddenly realizing that I don't have that many lines. I can't make that noise. I'm too cute. What do zombies sound like?
You know.
Attention, duelists! I don't have enough lines in this episode. So I'm going to do Zombie Boy's lines. What the brains am I watching?
What the brains am I watching?
Yeah, everything goes to Tristan.
What the brains are we watching?
Hey there, zombie boy. What the brains?
Because his name is
watching?
Zombie Boy, and he adds boy
What?
to it. So.
I can't hear you.
Brains. Zombie Duke. Can I join in on the fun?
No. Attention, holidays.
Okay, there's going to be so much ad-libbing in this. All right, ready? Here we go.
Present.
Oh,
Boing.
yeah.
Wee.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pegasus is just such a
that how
fun
it
voice to do. You know, like.
This is Shut Up Mokuba Christmas Special number 2, even though Christmas is already over.
Published December 30th.
Merritt. Ha ha ha. Hello.
Last Christmas, my audio clipped 'cause the microphone's too loud and my voice is too loud. And now it is a Shizu's turn. I might have to turn the microphone up.
I have a magic wand with a knife on one end. Blah, 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 blah. I have a magic wand with one knife at the end.
One night.
For some reason, I don't know why. I keep
Episode 3.
switching
No
words
laughing
around.
from the peanut stand.
Oh,
Mokuba asked me to help blah blah blah.
The only spirit I'm filled with is a duelist's spirit. Duelist's spirit. Duelist's spirit. Did you think you put enough S's in that sentence?
Okay, murderous laugh. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, that's a joke.
Shut up, white-clothed Kaiba, green-haired.
I believe that is all the lines that I have in this episode. I wish you all happy holidays and a happy new year. Ishizu out. Peace.
peace.
This one's gonna hurt. It's Zombie Christmas 2.
Like, what's a zombie blue eyes supposed to be like?
Ding, 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 ding. Shut up, zombie Mokuba-chans. Yeah, Clarion, blah, 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 blah.
Couldn't say Carolyn.
I heard that.
Oh yeah, that was the time my wife wanted to watch me.
no longer care whether you hear me laughing at your ridiculousness.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm a figment of your imagination. Yes, Yugi.
And then, get off my lawn, lawn, lawn. Shut up,
The L's the R's.
girl character that I have no idea the name
They're the
of.
same.
No,
Ah, wrong voice.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't have anything.
Christmas. Check it out. Christmas is coming at ya with Yu-Gi-Oh! Patent pending.
Testing the mic.
Which doesn't really
Testing
apply.
the mic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, test, test. Number. That's the wrong one. Where's number 1? Oh, here it is.
I'm setting up the Christmas tree, but our Christmas light needs...
I was about to say like Christmas
Mr.
legs
Kaiba,
or something.
Sir, who pays my paycheck? Please don't fire me.
Is Mokuba going to be the star on top of the tree? I should be the star of this show.
No, we've got something even better. Matter says so.
Single tear.
All right, I'm gonna skip to Zombie Christmas.
The revenge. Shut up, Mokuba. We did a case study. Shut up, Mokuba. We had a marketing firm do research.
Number 5. Pegaclaw.
I love that. That was good.
Those are little oohs for, background and stuff. Like as Roland yanks them out and throws them out the window or something.
No, that's okay. I'm the president. I'm the
Yeah, you're gonna have to go.
He's the president.
Get out of my theme park.
Kaiba's
Yeah,
the CEO.
you're gonna go. Right now. Leave. I'm kicking you now. In the butt. Twice. And I beat your butt at a children's card game.
Number 6. The Santa Claus
Awkward
of my
pause.
enemies is still not the Santa Claus that I prefer. This is the Twin Coon 2015 Christmas Holiday Extravaganza Special. Yeah. But mostly Christmas, I'm sorry. To the other things. Big brother, let's go Christmas caroling. Ooh, Christmas caroling.
How about a nope sandwich? Nope. Kaiba doesn't sing. On my life, Seto Kaiba will not sing ever. In any episode of Shut Up Mokuba-chan. That doesn't account previous episodes. And it doesn't count that I did the singing part before I started doing the lines. Okay, but only if there's dueling involved. Let's do this. Sing away. What's music? Should I practice on Dance Dance Revolution? We'll need to practice at karaoke clubs. I'm a billionaire, so I automatically can sing.
Oh no, I'm not in this special this year.
Neither am I.
Shut up, Tristan. Nobody wants to hear your lines.
I might have been going crazy for
I'm
this
the main
one.
character.
Don't even try it.
Yeah, how about...
Shut up, Joey.
Want some figgy pudding? What's figgy
That was
pudding?
one take too.
And why do you want it right now? It seems kind of selfish to me. Want some figgy pudding? And me plastering your face all over the floor with some dueling?
Ooh,
Does the
trash
little
talk.
Kaiby-Waiby want some figgy pudding-udding? Mokuba-chan Christmas 2017.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's time to kick it off. What new overly done? Overdone. What new Overwatch? Haven't we been through this
Played
4
a lot of
times already?
Overwatch.
What new overdone holiday plot? Ooh. Ooh.
Went on a Christmas date with Ishizu. Set up Christmas decoration. Wait a minute. If we do this every year, how come we're still John? Oh, I think this is why.
How come? How come we're still...
No,
still
no
works.
presents this time. I'm playing Overwatch. That's the new thing.
I was
Added
playing a lot of Overwatch
Yu-Gi-Oh!
at the time.
5 Dragon Zexal.
I think I
thing.
deleted all my Overwatch
Do you know
videos. I made a lot of
the
those.
true meaning? Do you know the meaning true of blah blah blah?
I'll give you a check for $1,000 if you go ask someone else. Someone who cares.
True. Now cough it up. So,
Cough it
what do you want? What do you want?
To finally beat Yugi in a duel. Legally. Without suicidal tendencies.
That's true. It's
To
the only time
finally
he won.
beat the defeat. To finally take all the feet from
Hey, a
Yugi
big
in a
shot.
duel. Don't expect this to be my problem, because it is not my problem.
Hey, Roland. What's something I can give my big brother that doesn't involve kidnapping someone and holding them against the wind on a large... Blah, 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 blah. I almost got it. I almost did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mokuba. I'm not good at this. I'm still single, you see.
That sounds like work. I'm going to go see it.
Which is funny because I was married
I'm
at
kind
that
of a
point.
robot. I hope you know I had to pull my audio equipment out of a closet and drawers. So I have to hold, like, these pillows and stuff so that it
Yeah,
doesn't
what was
echo.
I... Did I just
Okay.
move at this
I'm
point?
holding
I
it.
think-
Just imagine
I think I
me
was
holding
moving. I think
while
I was
I'm
moving. Or just moved.
making like a box. You know what? Don't think of that. Never mind.
Number 4.
I love just hitting
hear
record
what
and just
I don't? Yugi, you have been cordially You have been...
Words are hard.
Let's try that again. Yugi, you have been cordially invited to a duel with my big brother on Christmas Day. Blah, blah, blah.
I was the being explosive.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I could
That's why I
make
have
it
a
up some
pop
other
filter.
time.
Yeah.
Hey, some other time. That's not a song, I just made it up.
So think about
Maybe
hey.
I
I
could make
didn't
it up
like the
some
way I
other
did
time.
Hey.
Squeak.
I'd like to place on the record that dueling Kaiba on Christmas would be a good thing that I would like to do.
If I left it up to you, I'd never get anywhere with Taya.
Yeah, and you're having such great time right now. That sounds pretty cool. All the dueling happening? Life points? Card games?
Card games.
You'd get in a duel with her. That's the best kind of relationship. I hear that's what they do nowadays. The kids.
The kids.
And their millennial items. Those millennials with their millennium items. I'm pretty sure I read that at Cosmo.
And Mokuba's just standing there, wondering why I'm talking to myself. We're arguing like a married couple.
I'm sleeping.
And astral, ghost of Christmas future, and other dimensional stuff. But I missed the boat during Halloween. Seeing that we didn't make a Halloween special. So I thought I'd wedge it in here, during this holiday. Seeing as it's not really properly defined in our context of card games. I couldn't decide what to get you. I'm kind of lazy that way. So here's some money. So what I do with all my problems, I throw money at it.
Yeah, he really does.
Awkward pause included.
Yay! Now I can pay off that sweet white and purple, white and suit. Oh,
Wait,
baby.
blah, 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 blah.
Yep, because I realized the true meaning of Christmas. Annunciation.
And burping.
I'm glad you finally understand the quote-unquote true meaning of Christmas. Do you want to duel me?
Do you want to do him
A card, face up on the field. I'll attack with blue eyes white dragon, with a burst stream of destruction.
Holidays
Do
for
you
puns.
want to duel me?
Do you want to do him?
Ah, that was a good one.
God I didn't know what to put for the outro, so I just did the because that one came out really good.
Yeah, that was a good one. It wasn't my favorite one, but that was a good one.
It was good. It came out really good.
Yeah, probably second favorite, penultimate favorite. And now the last one.
There we go.
Shut up.
How long did this was like a year later, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think this was 2018 was the last one. I think. And this I did digitally to see if I could.
Hey Mokuba, where's Kaiba? We need to tell him something important.
Oh, he locked himself in his room here, so
Obviously
absolutely no one
audio.
can bother him.
All right, Kaiba, we know you're in there. Come out so we can have a word with you.
Are you even listening to me?
What if I recorded this with my XLR? No, did I have it? No, I didn't have it yet.
It sounds much better.
Kaiba, you need to land this blimp. Bakura isn't waking up. What if he's in a coma? We need to get him to a hospital.
Nah, I'm sure he's fine. I'm not landing this blimp just because your friend needs a nap.
Please, Mr. Kaiba, what if he's dying? We're all worried for him.
How dare you try to exploit my non-existent weakness to younger siblings?
What?
Yeah, it was worth a try.
Yeah.
That's how I get into the Joey voices. The
Mokuba,
Niaz.
go send for a doctor for these dweebs so they can get out of my room.
Aye, aye. As I'm sure you're all aware, we at Kaiba Corporation employ our own medical staff and have a fully certified doctor on all our transport vehicles, including this blimp. Our doctors are the best in all of Domino.
Wait, you had a doctor here the whole time?
Of course.
And you didn't think to send them to the guy who was passed out and bleeding on the floor?
Wow, big brother, can you believe we've done 100 of these 4-panel comic strips? It's crazy! We aren't even halfway through the series. Sparkle, sparkle.
Shut up, Mokuba. You know they're only here to see me.
It's very true.
And the bingo machine declares the next match is Joey versus Merrick. Aw, I was hoping Big Brother would finally get to duel. I feel like we're becoming irrelevant.
Shut up, Mokuba. We have a very important job here.
And what's that?
Peanut Gallery.
Very important.
You can't defeat me with only traps. You need monsters to win.
Well, my trap is a monster.
Gasp! What the heck is going on?
Card games.
Yep.
Yep, that's the end.
That's the end.
Cool. So, how can you say no to that, sweet face? Yeah, very sure.
Yeah.
Yep, current final chapter, and we haven't really made any more with that. Sorry, I kicked the mic again. So,
Okay.
Jolly good show.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I mean, obviously, it wasn't made just by me. I had a lot of help from Nisi and Dio here, and
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If
It's good.
It took that that last one took me 3 or 4 months to make or something.
Yeah.
And I had did digitally to see if I could do it faster, and it didn't make it
Yeah,
any faster.
it didn't make any faster.
Also, I had the scanner at the time we were living separated.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't live together.
To get the texture, I filled an entire page with color pencil, scanned it in, and emailed it to you.
That's right.
Wow.
So to get that texture.
The texture, the background texture.
Yeah. So it's
It can be
our own
tough.
texture and overlaid it.
For sure.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you,
definitely
Peanut
tough.
Gallery. Okay. Well, I really don't have anything other than most of the times I would just hit record and just do all my lines without stopping.
Yeah.
And so that's where all those jokes, especially that last one where I'm just joke after joke, I just kept going. So
Yeah.
Well, any last words?
Any last words?
Mm-hmm.
Nisi? I'm not good at thinking things on the spot.
Yeah.
No, I'm very grateful for all the views on YouTube and stuff, and over time it's still to this day I get comments and things on the videos and people asking, are there any more episodes?
Yeah,
and
when's the next one? I remember when you started streaming again.
Yeah.
That's usually the first thing. It's like, when's the next I'm sorry, we haven't done it.
Streaming takes me maybe an hour or two out of my day. Mokuba-chan takes about, like I said, like 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. So, time to cook dinner. Exactly.
On a live 2D model.
I was working on a live 2D model for Mokuba-chan. I actually I made one that was working. I used I have a couple videos. There's a New Year's video where I just did like a New Year's greeting in Mokuba's
Not to mention
voice.
Memories Commission too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's actually almost done. Just give me like a few more days and it should be definitely by next weekend I should be able to get that back out.
Thanks for joining us, Rusty. Have a great day. Have a great
Rusty.
night.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah, for watching and joining and
and chatting
the 2
along.
follows that just came. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, you got little bouncy things.
Yeah.
Those are some of Rusty's emotes too. Yeah,
thank
and we
you,
got to think
everyone.
about dinner too. So.
Yep. I'm
That's
starting to get
That's why my
hungry.
wife was calling.
Yep, I figured.
Okay, sounds
Given
good.
the time. It
Well,
took
thanks
even
everybody.
longer than I thought it would.
Yeah. Well, we kept pausing and kept
Yeah.
interjecting, but
Yeah.
have a great night, everybody.
Everyone,
Thank
have a
you
great
so
night.
much.
This VOD will go up for future watching on YouTube.
Yeah,
so.
we'll chronicle this event.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get a bunch more questions about when the next episode is.
I'm sure. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'll
Night
never
all.
say never. Night, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. You can watch Mokuba-chan at your own leisure on twincoon.youtube.com or youtube.com/twincoon.
Sure.
Something like that.
That works.
It's Twincoon. Yeah,
Yep, there you go,
Right
Niels.
there. See, it says it right there.
Looky, there you go.
It says it.
Enjoy, everybody. Have a great night.
Everyone, yep. Good night. And I go to the screen and then I mute myself. Let's see, who should I raid? I don't know raiding people, so... Suggestions?
Yeah, if you want. Well, did you already mute, or are we still
No,
on?
I unmuted. Raid...
Oh, if you want to. Reina. I know Reina's good. She's just chatting, though.
Alright.
Okay, sounds good. What is she just chatting? Oh, she's also a VTuber. We've rated her before.
Okay,
She's cool.
so let's do it. I just hit this button?
Yep, you just hit that button, and it goes in like 10 seconds, or 5 seconds. Yeah, so on the chat over there, it'll be like 5 seconds. And then you hit the raid now. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you. We'll send you over to Reina. And then hit raid now. And then after you hit that, you might want to join the channel because they'll say, hi, how are you doing? How's your raid? That sort of thing.